Um, it's funny you bring that up. I was driving back from uh uh from Beaumont, and man, it was the snow was just coming down. I was like, what? Where am I at, bro? Why is it snowing? It's snowing so heavily. What's going on? It was crazy. Hey, real talk. Hey, Stephanie K. Curry, man, real talk, bro. That was long, man. I was like, dang, what is going on? It was real long. That's what I said. I should have went. I think I should have went live just to say what's up or something, man, because that was too long, man. I should have an outing. For real, huh? Huh? He said outing. He said I should host an outing. That's funny. 13-14. Let's go, AD. Let's go, AD. Stop moving for real, huh? For real, man. Let me go ahead and make sure I got this going. Oh, that's funny. Man, the Earth's core just stopped moving, bro. There they go, right there. Look, they playing right there. Look at that. Oh, look at don't let them do that to you, AD. Get that rebound. There you go. AD pulls the okay, running the floor a little bit. He got pulled on him. Oh, oh, they calling us. Finally, that game over. All right, move this out the way. Philly end up winning by 5. All right. Hey, for real, for real. They taking forever with this, man. I'm like, man, okay, the game over. Move on. Let's go. I just saw a little snippet of it because they showed it on the split screen. Uh oh. Uh oh. There we go. Uh oh. Uh oh. He's infamous. Say, I need 8 rebounds from it. Oh, you'll get that, bro. You'll get that. No problem. You'll get that. That fool better have 16 rebounds. Yeah, Jazz. That's what I'm saying. Is it his birthday today? Okay, D'Lo. I didn't know it was birthday. Happy, hey, shout out to D'Lo, man, for his birthday. I didn't know it was birthday today. Beasley got. Let me see this, man. 13-14. Man, half the game is done already, bro. For real. Oh yeah, look at that, Malik. Hey, I was just talking about that. I see you, Tony Lee. I was just talking about that, bro. I was like, man, I don't. We need Beasley to go ham on him, bro. I hope that the LA lights is not too bright for him because he hasn't been hitting his shots, but he hitting them today. That's what I'm talking about. Yeah, he ain't missed yet. If he's hot right now, keep feeding him. Hey, big fast, Jazz. Hey, AD about to have 16 rebounds. Oh yeah, yeah, Ryan. Pelicans need to lose. Yeah, Grizzlies lost. Yep, that's good for the Lakers, man. But as a matter of fact, let me see. So you got the Matt Dallas. They're gonna beat the Spurs. OKC and Jazz are playing. They both right there. Let me see. In the standings, the Jazz is they both right there. Jazz and OKC are both 10 and 11. You know what I mean? So we need to pass both of them. Um, so that's gonna one of them is gonna lose, so it don't really matter. Portland and the Kings. Dang, that's 19-4. The Kings need to come out with that win because we need Portland to lose. So Oh man. Who else? Denver ended up winning, so whatever with that. And yeah, seeing the Pelicans, yeah. Yeah, and the Pelicans lost. Yeah, we needed the Pelicans to lose. So good job. Thank you. Where's Infamous? Hey, thank you, Toronto Raptors, for getting the job done against the Pelicans, 110 to 115. Good job by the Toronto Raptors with their new addition, Yaka Pirtle with a big 21 points and 18 rebounds. You know what I'm saying? good, good job, Yaka Pirtle. I like that. Good, good. Let me see that. Let me make sure. Yeah, see that. Yeah, see they are in. Yeah, they 500 sitting at 500. They're in eighth place. Dang, the Pelicans are in eighth place. That's crazy. The Pelicans are in eighth place. The Warriors are in ninth place. That's crazy, bro. We only like 2.5 games back. There we go. Here we go. There you go. Troy Brown knocked down that three. Jakob, what's going on, OT? I see you, homeboy. I see you. Yeah, Troy Brown knocked down that three. Uh huh. That's what I'm talking about. Uh huh. Yeah. Blazers. I know, bro. I know. 19-4 from the Blazers and the Kings. Kings, what y'all doing, Kings? What y'all doing, bro? Step up your game a little bit. You know what I'm saying? We got a foul. Who's that? Let me see that replay. Oh, he must have. I don't. Did he hit him in the face? He must have hit him in the face or something. Yeah, he must have hit him in the face or something. Because I couldn't really see it on that replay. All right, man. You know what? You know what I want to see. Ooh, don't hit him like. Don't do him like that. Good job. Let's go. You know what I want to see too? Um. Oh, really, Star Child? Dame not even playing? What's going on, Star Child? Appreciate you showing up, man. Showing some love. And y'all make sure y'all hit that like button, man. I forgot to tell y'all, man. Yeah, I mean y'all should know automatically, but I mean just in case, if y'all forget, you know what I'm saying. Make sure you hit that like button for your boy, man. I appreciate it. Uh, but have big facts, big facts, JSJ. But but yeah, man. What was I saying? Dang, y'all forgot. See, Star Child, you messed me up, bro. Oh man, Star Child messed me up on my point, man. Man, don't let Clay Thompson go nuts, bro. Oh, there you go. Missed that. There you go. Let's go, D'Lo. Push it. Oh, D'Lo. No, you should have shot that. Oh man, we got 5 turnovers, man. That's not good, man. It's only the first quarter. Brick. There we go. Hey, oh, nice. Oh, nice. There we go. There you go, Vanderbilt. There you go. I saw JSJ. Nice finish. Yeah, search and destroy. Nice finish. Nice finish. Hey, big facts. D'Lo pushing it again. Oh, see, Hey, D'Lo, hey, I understand it's your birthday, bro, but you need to calm down a little bit. You need, you need to calm down a little bit, bro. You know what I'm saying? He trying to do too much. Yeah, he playing too loose. You know what I'm saying? Too loose. You need to calm down. Hey, Ryan. You know what's funny about that? What's funny about that statement right there is that that's what a lot of people were saying, bro. A lot of people were saying that D'Lo is pretty much uh just like Russell Westbrook, but with but with the shot. So it's funny you say that. But I mean, like, look, my thing is this: I don't really care about that. Come on, AD. I don't really care about that. I mean, because most of the time you're gonna have LeBron with the ball anyway. So LeBron just sitting on the bench right now. So I'm not really tripping on that. As long as he can shoot. Oh, what happened? Oh, here we go. Oh, he good. He good. See, bro, the announcers be The announcers, bro, they be scaring the brother, man. You hear what he said? He was like, "Oh, D'Lo's down, grabbing at his right foot." Oh, I saw it. He rolled it a little bit. He all right. What's going on, Terran Icer? I see you, homeboy. D'Lo good, man. D'Lo good. The announcers, man, they funny. Oh, D'Lo with the jumper, he missed. Golden State brings it up, gives it to Klay Thompson in the middle. He passes it to Looney. Don't let him do you. Don't let him do you like that, AD. There you go. There you go. Play that defense. Nice. There we go. There we go. Oh, AD, watch yourself, bro. There, nice pass. Oh, we got Ryu. Oh, he got blocked. Come on now. And you got to go up strong, man. You got to make dunk that if you have to. You know what I'm saying? Brick. Let's go. There you go, Troy Brown. Hey, Troy Brown got a nice shot, man. You know, we got to get him going, man. Dennis Schroeder in the backcourt with D'Lo. Dumps it down to Ryu. Ryu got that mid range. Oh, he missed. That's all. That's all good. I don't mind Ryu taking that shot. You know what I'm saying? He's got a good mid range, so I don't mind. I don't mind him taking that shot. Yeah, we are missing a lot of easy shots, but it's all right. They gonna start coming around. You know, hey, you gotta remember these guys had like a week off, so they're gonna be a little rusty a little bit. You know what I mean? But it's all good. They game will come around. They shots will start coming around. So what's going on, HC Pierre?
It's going down, Lakers in 5. What a time to be alive in this thing, man.
You know what
Basketball's back.
What's happening? What's happening? What's going on, Big Baby Sports in the house? Appreciate you showing up, man. Showing some love. What's going on with you?
Man, that was a long all-star break, man. I was watching hockey.
Watching
Yo,
some hockey
couldn't wait until the basketball came back, man. It was a long break.
for real, man. Yeah, man. That's what I mean. Hey, I had to cover the All Star game. I was like, oh no, this about to be a long break, bro. I feel like even that, I feel like I should have went live just to say what's up to everybody, bro.
Yeah, especially this week. Oh man.
Yeah, man. What's going on? Ricky Fontaine's in the house. For real. Hey, y'all go sub. Matter of fact, I forgot, man. Hey, AC Picks on the panel right now. He got a channel, man. Go sub to your boy, man. You know what I'm saying? Ricky Fontaine right there. You know what I'm saying? Y'all see him. Let me put him on the screen. He got a channel, man. Go sub to your homie. You know what I'm saying? You guys already know how this go.
Man, appreciate that, Lakers. We'll talk and get the likes up in this thing.
Get the likes up, man. Get the likes up, man. What's happening, Richard? I see you. I see you. What's going on, Detroit?
What's going on? What's going on?
What's up, Detroit?
Ain't nothing, man. Ain't nothing, man. We about to get this dub. That's all I know.
That's what we need to do. I'm not so worried about the team. I'm worried about the second half coaching. He got to step his game up. No messing around. Now he got to really coach. He got to step his game up for the second half of the season.
Yeah, the season starts now for sure.
We got to at least get 18 of these games.
We got the vampire out the locker room, so we're ready to go.
Well, he didn't go too far, did he? He only went across the hall, huh? He didn't go too far. He didn't go too far from his coffin, bro. Ain't that a bitch? Now we got to deal with him. We're going to have to deal with him and his attitude every time we play him, you know. It's going to be interesting.
Gobble, gobble, turkey, that gobble, gobble. What's happening with you, Albuquerque turkey?
I'm sure we're going to get a couple of rock the babies.
And he's smiling from ear to ear. So shout out to Westbrook. At least he got a J. You hate to see a man not, provide for his family, even though he has wealth among wealth. But
he got a lot of wealth.
It's just I don't want to see him go out like Melo. So it's cool for him. This is his last chance, I feel like.
Well, like I said, I was happy to go across the hall. Let's see if he get a jump shot all of a sudden that he goes across the hall. I mean, teams is gonna play the Clippers the same way that they played the Lakers. Whenever he come in the game, they just gonna give him open jump shots, bro.
I really feel bad for Bones Highland. He just got the starting role, and now he has to go back on the bench. He just got traded from the Nuggets.
That's kind of He was just starting to get himself into a nice little groove, starting to feel himself.
Yeah, man. He
What's
didn't
up,
trade for that.
analyzing sports? Gone. What's happening with you, bro?
You know that happens in sports though. So
Yeah,
what y'all think about that goofy All-Star game?
man. It's really for the kids. It's not
That's all
even
it
for
is,
adults no
bro. That's
more.
all. That's all it is. Because
Yeah,
ain't no defense played.
yeah. It was real boring this year, bro. Because at least in the past like couple years they'll be doing this, but then it'll get really interesting in the last like fourth in the last quarter. But this one was just a blowout. It wasn't even
No,
entertaining.
it wasn't even interesting, man. I mean, I understand you want to put on a show for the fans, but I want the game to be competitive. You know, you
Yeah,
got to. I mean,
like the
put at
old
least
days.
play a couple. At least play a couple. I mean, in the '80s, they play around the first half, and then the second half they play defense.
And the format to the scoring is just weird. Like I don't know what they doing.
Yeah,
For,
that's stupid too. Like we playing 21 at the end of the game. You know what I'm saying?
make it too complicated, man.
Yeah.
Jeez. You ain't gotta make something hard that simple.
I made me a few hundred off of that though, because I told everybody that Matt was gonna win the dunk contest.
Oh man, he's like even signed to a team. That's crazy.
He was on the Lakers. We let him go.
That guy's been flying since high school.
Yeah, that boy,
Man,
that
I had
boy,
to do my
he was
homework.
Mr. Basketball. He broke all of Allen Iverson's records in that state.
He's still not signed. He's in the G League right now.
Yeah, the thing about Matt is he can play a little out of control.
Yeah.
But the boy, he give a different definition to white boys can't jump. That's for sure. So
Oh man, and Black History Month too. That's
yeah,
dangerous.
when he was jumping over those cats, you didn't see him using his offhand to uplift himself.
Yeah,
He
that's
was
not a
just
true dunk.
leaping over them.
Yeah, you can. That's cheating. You can't use your offhand to push off, man.
You done seen a lot of cats do that at the dunk contest using their arm to push off.
And they hang on to the rim and stuff. Like using the help, bro. You can't use a dude's shoulder. You didn't completely like you exalted yourself with your forearm. Like we
That
saw
boy
that,
broke
man.
out. He broke out the and one dunk. He pulled out the 320.
Bro, the nastiest one to me was when he double pump faked reverse. What? Bro, double pump? I was like, whoa. I don't
I kind
know
of
the guy, but
agree
I
with
know the guy
Stephen A.
now.
Smith to make it interesting with maybe what they should do, since you don't never get the best players in the NBA no more to participate in it. Maybe they should just let players sponsor some street ball and dunker players, and
Yeah,
then
like
we'll
some
get a
true
better
dunkers.
show.
Because this is not it. That guy from
That's what I said.
the Knicks, oh my God. The guy tried to rip out a piece of paper and it rips.
Yeah, that was
It's on.
the goofiest. I was like, what is that? And then you couldn't even rip the envelope right.
Dude, he opened it like it was school meal.
Dude, those is the two lamest dunks I ever seen in my life.
Try to play this. This is not Street
You
Volume
trying
2,
to
man.
copy Vince Carter. When Vince did it, it was like the last dunk of a hell of a dunk contest that he had put on.
And he actually was hanging from his forearm.
Yeah, and had nobody ever even seen that before when Vince did it. We was all sitting there like, what? What did he just? Oh, damn. When you 6'11", you should already be able to put your hands in the rim.
Man, whoever signed up that guy, don't trade him, please. But the dunk contest was better than last year's.
So Stephen A.
Last year's
Smith
was
gonna
worse.
say the dunk contest is bad the way that it is because LeBron James ruined the dunk contest.
He needs to stop selling out.
He said LeBron ruined the dunk contest because he has never competed in it. So therefore, we all know that everybody follows what LeBron does, and since he's never competed in it, then you don't see the greats competed in it anymore. Man, if LeBron jump off a bridge, everybody else gonna jump off the bridge. Man, y'all kill me with that stuff,
Some
man.
people would probably.
Man, this guy is just a man. He's just a man. He bleed blood and breathe air just like you do.
Skip Bayless be the funniest troll. He be tagging LeBron on his Instagram, be like, "Hey, look, LeBron, I woke up at 4 a.m. today. What time did you wake up? Went straight to the gym."
Yeah, Skip is a cardio fanatic. He run like 6 or 7 miles a day before the show.
That's crazy.
Yeah,
That made me respect Skip. I was like, okay, he ain't no.
Skip is a cardio junkie. He don't put no sweets in his body, nothing. That's why he always drinking that Diet Dew. He don't drink coffee or none of that stuff. But he always tell you he don't be on Twitter, but you do be on Twitter. I don't be on Twitter. Yes, you do, Skip. You be on Twitter.
Shit, Twitter almost made him lose his job.
Why would he do?
He was tweeting out saying, what Skip say? He got in trouble recently.
How we looking at the start of the game?
That who he tweeted that he got in trouble with. It was something that was super in football when that whole Demar
Oh yeah, I remember that. Yep. Yep, I remember that.
Yeah, he was saying still play.
It looked like they playing defense in the first quarter.
We rolling. We rolling. We up.
Yeah.
All right, that's
the spread is what for this game? I think
Lakers up. Lakers got a 6-point spread.
Dang, that's dangerous when Lakers got a spread like that.
Playing any missing for tonight?
They missing Curry and a couple of other players.
And Wiggins.
Yeah, Wiggins. Yeah, Wiggins. We should get this game. It shouldn't be no problem now.
Oh yeah, especially if they play like they played versus the Pelicans.
Yeah,
they just gotta hit more shots. They didn't even shoot that well. They play good defense though.
They'll pick it up.
Man,
I still like the vibe and the way everybody play together. So can't get no better than that.
Oh yeah, they got more competent players that can play a specific role. You know what I'm saying? And they play with energy now.
And a lot of one-on-one players that can get their own shots.
Oh yeah.
This game may go down to the wire because the Warriors is the trash road team, but
my number for they like 7-22 or something on the road. They home wins is opposite. They're like 22-7. It's like the inverse or whatever. But I think our number is 17. I think they win about 7 games in the playoffs.
Yeah.
No one wants to see us in the playoffs.
8-game, 9-game winning streak. Something.
All we gotta do is just get
it. The other thing I noticed, LeBron ain't got to score 30 or 40 with this team.
It's gonna be a very interesting second half to the season, bro.
I know, but I know they always struggle in the third quarter. They always struggle in the third quarter, though.
Yeah, they're gonna have to get over that stuff. They're gonna have to cut that stuff out now.
Yeah, we got that.
I ain't gonna lie. If I was LeBron, I would like pick for the first half of the game. Y'all trying to use as much energy.
Like ET right now.
In the third,
You sound like R2D2 right now.
Oh, nice cut. Alley-oop, LeBron.
Brown is extra motivated. He said this is the most important season of his career.
10 toes down, homie. I told you if you go 10
Oh, there
toes
it is.
down, then he's
Ooh,
a
I just
different
saw the
player.
dunk.
Look at all that
Still
arm up
insane
there.
dunk.
But he's
What's up,
smart. He
Festo?
know what to say. He know what the media and everybody want to hear too.
All right, the mic sounds way better.
What's going on, Dockery? My fault, bro. I was out for a minute.
That's all good. What's up with you?
Ain't nothing, man. Chilling.
I got the number at 17, man. They got. I think
just
they
saw
got to
the
win
dunk.
17 games.
I said
I'm not
18. I said
Yeah, we
18
need it.
games.
We need it.
I say
Yeah, 60, 70,
22.
18. Oh, damn.
22.
My man said 22.
22, man. Starts tonight.
The only thing I'm worried about is Bamba is not really an interior banger. I know he can block shots, but he don't like to really bang like that.
Yeah. Hopefully, him being around Braun, he gets some mental toughness.
He
He
will, bro.
learns the ways of Braun and
This
get
is like
serious with his body.
this is like a second chance for him too to be able to get back out on the court because they hid him behind the bench in Orlando so they could start doing tanking and doing dumb stuff. So
Yeah, I forgot he was in the league, to be honest.
they showed a very interesting stat on Mo Bamba. When he started for Orlando, they won over 70% of their games.
Wow, and he's just resting on the bench. That's terrible.
And then they got that one. They brought that center in there, and then they put him on the bench. So it wasn't like that he didn't do nothing to not be able to play.
Yeah, he definitely need to start. Did he start?
He was starting when he came in the league.
No, I'm saying with the Lakers.
Oh no, he ain't gonna be starting with the Lakers.
He need to.
No.
Yes, bro. Listen.
No, Mo get
I'm gonna
fouled.
have him at the
Mo
5.
gets into foul trouble too quick, bro. So you need him to come off the bench. You can't let him burn himself out and Mo fuck around and get 3 fouls in 2 minutes.
Oh
So
no! I ain't
He
know that.
gotta learn how to play more with his legs than with his hands sometimes. So you don't want him to be starting.
My lineup would have been Russell, Brian, AD, Bamba at the 5, and then bringing Dennis and Rui right off the bench. First 2 off the bench, Rui and Dennis Schroeder.
And you got Vanderbilt,
bro.
No,
Vanderbilt. Yeah, that's right. No, actually, I will have him in the starting lineup. Then I'll put them at the 4, put AD at the 5, and bring Mamba off the bench since he fouled.
Ooh, look at
Because he
Austin
played hella
Reeves.
fine defense.
Man, Austin Reeves, boy.
Oh, Austin Reeves. I see you, Austin Reeves. Okay. Oh, hey, Austin Reeves getting all the calls again. But I'm telling you, bro, all he got to do is just fall. He gets all the calls.
Oh, come on, Mo. Come on now. We don't need no threes, especially no air balls.
Oh, hell no.
Nigga been wrestling lions and you can't get the ball to the rim.
Yeah, he got to get his shot going.
He trying too hard, DJ. We all know that he can hit him. He trying too hard.
Yeah, for real. Because he shoots what? He shoots 38% or 40%.
He's almost 40%.
We all know you can shoot him, Mo. Just step into it, get a good shot.
They said his first game he was just rushing them, just like take your time.
Yeah, he was, bro. He was rushing them. But he had about 4 or 5 blocks though.
Yeah, we'll take that all day. We need that.
Oh,
we definitely need that.
We'll take that.
For sure.
It's a long time since I've seen a Lakers center get 5 blocks. So
yeah, we need that. For real. I like Rui too, man. His little mid-range game.
Oh yeah, Rui got game, bro. And he prides himself on playing defense.
Yeah, see, I ain't even know. Like, I had to go, look him up and look. I know he played with the Wizards. I know he had a 30-point game before he came over here, but I ain't really know. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Hachimura was a beast in college when he played for Stanford, bro.
What's up, randomizer? What's up, man? Appreciate you showing up, man. Showing some love. Hey, y'all make sure y'all hit that like button for your boy, man. I really appreciate it, man.
What's going down, Rando? You see Reeves trying to be Magic Johnson. He almost had a turnover. I mean, it's feeling like hot sauce out there.
Hot sauce.
Man, that's white chocolate out there, boy.
Uh-oh.
He's playing like it.
White chocolate.
That's what what's the name was reminding me of.
Man, low key, man. He slept on. Nobody even talk about him being a great passer like that. Like he underrated.
Yeah,
White chocolate, Jason Williams. Oh my God.
Oh, Jason Williams. Yeah, Jason Williams. But Jason just could go out of control sometimes. You know what I'm saying? With that couple of years when Weber got him under control, he in the end, boy oh boy. And he had stupid handles.
Yeah, that Joker can pass the ball though, man. He was creative with it too.
And his crossover was ignorant. I'm talking full speed crossover.
Gary Payton tried to trip him. He made
Gary Payton fall over.
No, he tried to trip him. He tried to trip him.
He made him fall over. Credit Payton was old. He was older then, though. That wasn't young GP.
Yeah, he was. Oh, yeah.
It's only been a couple of guards that I've seen play the game that can come at you full speed and cross you and don't even stop. And that White Chocolate could do that. Tim Hardaway could do that.
Mm-hmm.
He come at you full speed and cross you.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I still ain't seen nobody that's
Allen Iverson's crossover with AI
franchise.
Derrick Rose, man.
Oh yeah,
Steve Franchise.
Was explosive.
Steve Franchise from the Rockets.
Oh yeah,
he was nice too. He just didn't have a long prime. His peak, he didn't last that long, but he was nice though.
Franchise could jump off the court. He had like a 46 or 47-inch vertical.
He's short.
He had a handle too.
He played with an edge. I like Steve.
They traded him for T-Mac, man. Ooh,
Wouldn't you?
Slam.
That was Tracy. That was prime Tracy McGrady. So I mean that was a no-brainer, bro. I mean that wasn't old Tracy McGrady. They got prime Tracy McGrady.
I think before we went to the 7th round, not the 7th round, Game 7 with the Lakers, T-Mac, we never went past to the first round or even close to the Western Conference Finals.
He used to go at it with Kobe. I'm like,
Kobe used to be like, Kobe said that's one of the hardest players that he ever had to stick with. He said because Tracy McGrady had a full game. It wasn't nowhere you could cut him off.
Kobe said he could do everything I could do, and he a couple inches taller.
And so could Anthony Hardaway.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Before Penny messed that knee up, he was damn near unstoppable.
Penny, Hill, Rose, Brandon Roy, all of them, I felt
bad for Brandon Roy. He had to retire at 24 years old.
Yeah, he was a beast too, though. He was a beast.
Yeah, I felt bad for him, bro. Degenerative knee disease.
He cooked the Rockets.
Hey, I saw you, randomizer. Y'all get a little bit of a scare near the end, but you guys pulled it off, man.
Memphis always trying to fight somebody. Y'all think y'all the bad boys or something.
That's what they trying to be.
Yeah, they think they the bad boys or something, bro. They always trying to fight.
Job, you talking reckless.
Damn, I wish basketball was like hockey. Then we'll see how tough you guys were. I'm just saying, if the referee step back and really let y'all go at it until somebody fall, then we see who is the tough guys.
You ain't gonna never see that.
I want to see it, dog. I want to see it. You talking about ticket ratings going up? Everybody will be at basketball games then.
Man, you know they police basketball different because of the demographic.
Yeah, they police basketball and football
hockey, baseball, all that stuff. They can go fight. The whole dugout can go fight. They're resuming the game and keep playing. Nobody get fined, suspended, or nothing.
No, you can throw a 100-mile-an-hour ball at somebody's head and kill them, and you'll be right back in the next game.
Yeah.
I mean, they purposely let somebody throw a ball at somebody's head and say that's part of the game.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Well, in basketball, if you jump up under somebody's legs when they going up for a dunk and you go up under their legs, when they come down, it's part of the game when they smack you in the face.
Man, what the hell? We looking good, Ricky Fontaine. You know what I'm saying? It's good team ball right now. There's nobody, nobody standing
out. We still got 41. We still got 41.
Yeah.
AD going to the line. Yeah, you're right, DJ. It ain't no one-on-one ball. The ball move around.
Yeah.
That last game, they had, 32 or 36 assists or something versus the Pelicans.
Yep.
They should try to do that all the time. That's the good thing about it.
He's been putting up those same quiet numbers again, bro. He's been putting up stupid-ass numbers.
That's good. LeBron ain't got to have 30. He can average like 23 and 10 assists and still win and be cool.
For real. That's the good thing too. Yeah, we had a real good, comfortable win against the Pelicans, and LeBron only scored like 21 points. Something
he had 20. He had 21, and he played 29 minutes. That's perfect.
Yeah, that's perfect.
That's perfect. Especially when we win and we ain't gotta. If they can get this lead up to about 20, and let him only play like 29 minutes again, and try to preserve him a little bit, because they gonna need everything he got in the playoffs.
That's why we got these. That's why we got these players, man. Lakers can go about 10, 11 deep easy.
Yeah. If I was him, I'd keep Vanderbilt on the court as much as I can.
Oh, they're gonna keep Vandy on the court, man. Vandy gonna be
the best defensive. He the best defensive player we got.
Oh no. Him and Hachimura. Hachimura is known as a defender.
He ain't better than Vanderbilt, bro. He's not better than Vanderbilt, bro.
Vanderbilt is very athletic, and he get away with. Vanderbilt can play smaller, can play bigger players
on the perimeter. He can play defense on the perimeter a lot better. Hachimura is a little bit taller, but and a little bit thicker as far as body wise.
And Hachi used to plan the best defenders. That's what he had to do when he was in Washington. He's the one stuck with the motherfuckers, not Bradley Beal.
Yeah. I just think he's not as quick laterally, like on his defensive slides. He can't defend the perimeter.
He only in his 20s. These cats are young, man. These is young cats.
I wish they would have had this team at the beginning of the season.
If we had this team at the beginning of the season, LeBron would still be chasing the record.
Yeah, big facts.
That's fine.
I'm just saying he would still broke the record, but he'd still be chasing the record anyway.
But
he wouldn't have been putting up all those points like that.
Yeah, but we'll be in a 6th or 7th seed, maybe even 5th seed.
Oh yeah, no question. We'd be in a way better seed. Yeah. Damn, that nigga Draymond really rocking the George Jefferson tonight, ain't he?
Renegade in the house, my boy Luffy. Luffy.
You need to get a lineup, bro. Look at this boy at the line here. What's the matter with your head? Kaminga. Those is the most unattended braids I've ever seen in the NBA. Usually cats got a little style with them.
Man, you got too much money, much to be laid out.
He looked like Becky. He looked like Jenny from the block braided his hair.
Jenny from D Block.
Yeah, D Block that rolled his hair up for him.
Have a good one. Uh-huh.
There you go, AD. Nice pass. There we go. Nice. There you go, AD. There you go. Nice putback. There we go. There we go. I need AD's presence to be known today. He should be going ham on.
It don't look like the lights is affecting Malik at all. Bang bang.
Good. That's what people was worried about. They like he a shooter, but can he shoot under them lights? I'm like, man, a shooter is a shooter.
A shooter is a shooter. It don't make a difference. Yeah, you know.
I'm telling you.
That boy been shooting. His averages don't lie. He been like one of the third best 3-point shooters behind Curry and Buddy Hield for the last 3 years.
He made the third most behind Curry and Buddy Hield. He number
And
3.
Buddy Hield,
that's
yeah.
most threes made. Yeah.
And that's the last 2 years.
Yep. So he gonna hit him.
Nice.
He gonna hit
There
him.
you go, AD.
He gonna hit those shots, and Vandy can shoot them too.
Yeah. I ain't know Vandy can really shoot him like that though.
He can shoot them. He can shoot them on the go. He can shoot them off the catch. He just don't take a lot of them. That's all. And Hakeem Moore can damn sure shoot them. So.
Oh yeah. Yeah, I knew that.
Troy Brown can shoot them.
I'm so glad we got rid of Westbrook, man.
Yeah, I'm so glad that the vampires across the hall so I can watch the experiment. Everybody, he gave the same introductional interview to the Clippers that he gave to LA. Oh, I just want to be somewhere where people respect me and love me. Man, you got all type of press when you came here to the Lakers. What you talking about?
Yeah, it's funny too. I heard the interview by Ty Lue, and Ty Lue was like, "Yeah, we just want Russ to be Russ." I was like, "Uh oh." What that sound like?
No, that's cool. That's cool.
You don't want to tell him
be Russ. No, because honestly, like in his prime, I used to be a Westbrook fan. Like, okay, cool, but like these last couple years, man, he turning the ball over, can't catch, can't make a mid-range. It's like man,
he said it's gonna take me a minute to find out. It's gonna take me a minute to find out where their spots are and to get them in their spots. But once I find that out, nigga, you said the same thing over here, and you was throwing the ball out of bounds.
Yep.
No, the Monstars visited Russell because he used to have a decent mid-range jump shot. He could finish at the basket. He ain't turn the ball over. Like, it got worse.
Yes, progressively worse. And then we didn't know what the hell you was doing in the locker room because they did a good job of keeping all that in-house.
Right.
Big facts, bro. Big facts.
They said that you were a horrible teammate, that you was like Aaron Rodgers times 10.
Uh-oh.
That's crazy.
That's funny.
Russ always mad, man. He always mad.
He says Russell. Are you talking about? I think he's D'Lo. Yeah, you talking about D'Lo? Yeah, he kind of rolled it. They said he rolled his ankle a little bit. I saw the replay. He kind of rolled it a little bit, but he seemed okay though. He seemed.
That's what we do now. We don't need no injuries to nobody.
No, he good, man. He might have rolled it. Good. Yeah. It's his birthday. I doubt he gonna sit this game out.
Yeah, because he right after he rolled it, he was still playing. So I think they just subbed him out just to check him out a little bit.
It's a little stinger. It's probably gonna sting a little bit, but you know, them boys is young. Get up.
Yeah, he's straight.
Everybody make all this money and be so quick to go sit down and spend it, boy.
For real. Yeah, Tony Lee, he said no on the bench. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I think they took him out just to check him out a little bit. So they brought him, brought him in the back just to check him out. But I think he'll be back.
Probably took him back there and retaped it.
Yeah, because right after he wrote it, he was still running on it. Right after that, he was still
Yeah,
running on
yeah.
it. They just took him out a little bit.
You know who I miss, DJ? Gary Vitti.
Oh yeah.
That was the best damn Laker coach we ever had right there, boy. Vitti gets you rolling.
Yeah. Big facts, bro.
And that's all, them cats do be having on tape. No cats don't be seeing it, but they feet be taped. So look at this defense. Lakers playing some defense. Everybody say Clay is the same. He is not the same.
I don't know, bro.
He's still missing a step, bro. When you seen Clay go to the rim and just take off like he used to?
He did it the first game back.
Yeah, but that was like a little dunk, though. You know what I'm saying?
No. You gotta go check that out.
What the hell was that?
No, I think he back offensively, but defensively he not.
He just don't seem like he still got his legs up under him yet. To me, he just don't.
Did you watch that 42 point? Did you watch that 42-point game?
Yeah. Shoot, like you said, shooters can shoot. That's all.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
That's the last thing that's gonna go in your game when you're a shooter.
I don't think he's gonna get back to the elite defensive level again.
Yeah, I agree with you. Yeah, he don't look like that. He ever gonna get back that he was a decent defender. But they got Jordan Cool over here, so.
Yeah, his game just like Curry's.
Who, Jordan Poole?
Yes. I'm talking about the style of play. I'm not saying he as good as Curry, but just the style. Them herky-jerky moves, the quick pull-ups, coming off the screen, pull-up.
He remind me of what's his name, bro? Who used to play for Sacramento? He had the ugliest damn 3-point shot ever. And he was like that. He a herky-jerky type player. That's why I like D'Angelo Russell. He's herky-jerky.
Oh yeah.
And so is Schroeder. They dribbles. They got hezzy dribbles, so it's deceptive. They get what they want to get.
Schroeder fast as hell too.
Schroeder faster than what he looked like. And when he gets you on when he get going, and he start coming at you downhill, he's a problem. I think it was like that second game when he got here with the Lakers, and I think that's the game he went off for like 30. I don't see Darvin Ham standing up around nowhere either. And that's right. Just sit down and just read a book.
He said, "Read a book."
That's what he need. That's what he need to do, DJ. Just sit down and read a book. You know what I'm saying? Coaching for dummies, whatever.
Long as he don't play no 3-guard lineup, something good.
Yeah. If he try that, Jeannie Buss should come downstairs and immediately smack him in the back of his head.
If I was LeBron, fuck that. No, fuck that. We're not doing no 3-guard lineup.
Yeah.
Read a book.
He need to be like Al Davis if did like had that attitude like Al Davis used to run the Raiders. Al used to call up from the box down to the coach and ring the phone. I want to see a bomb.
Oh damn! Oh man! Hey, they just announced it. Damn, that's crazy. D'Lo's out for the rest of the game. That's crazy. He was just playing out there. So
And you know what pisses
Asher
me off
20
about
leagues
that? He
question.
stepped on that nigga's foot trying to throw the ball in bounds because what's the name was standing behind him.
Yeah. Hey, my fault, Tony Lee. I thought he was good, man, because he went back out there and started playing. So, but yeah, they said he out for the rest of the game.
Sprain.
God
Damn,
damn
bro.
it. We do not need no fucking injuries, bro.
Hell no, we
Yeah.
just brought D'Lo over here for those reasons.
Damn, man.
Somebody beat this, and when Defenzo come to the hole, somebody knock him on his ass.
No shooter gonna have to step up again.
Yeah, but that's gonna put us all out of position and make Darvin Ham go maniac madness. You put 3 guards
No,
in.
really.
Ah, man, see, it just don't look right already. It just don't look right already. Come on, Dennis. There we go. Who's the other guard?
The point guard or the shooting guard?
Point. We got Schroeder and we got Russell. Don't we got to back up for that too, don't we? Or do we generally just throw Austin at the damn point?
I think they have started him at the point before.
Yeah, Austin done played the point many times. Remember, Darvin Ham was sitting Russell and he was getting mad about that because he'll put Austin in to run the point.
That's because he's smart and he don't make very many mistakes.
Out of bounds. See, what the Clippers don't understand is y'all play basketball, and a lot of times y'all are in tight games. You don't want to have Russ in there in the fourth quarter in a tight game. And if you don't put him in there, he's going to cause a stink. And I don't think y'all got no choice but to play him. Y'all got rid of 2 point guards. You got rid of Bobby Jackson and the other point guard. So they stuck with Russ. He finna get stupid time over there.
Did they pick up Bones, though?
Bones is still on the team. Hollins? Yeah, but now that they picked up Russ,
they get him from the Nuggets?
Yeah.
Because he played point too.
But they not starting him, though. They starting Russ. I can't believe it. I can't believe that the Nuggets gave that boy up.
Yeah, he definitely got some potential.
Yeah, but he probably seen that coming once Murray got back healthy. His job was at stake.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
I could not picture who Jordan Poole remind me of as an old school player.
Maybe Chris Jackson.
Mahmoud Abdul-Rauf. Oh no, man, we ain't gonna call him Mahmoud Abdul-Rauf. No, you wasn't no Chris Jackson.
I see. I know. I'm old school, bro. I know old school. Bring it to the old school.
That's who they compared Curry to.
Because Mahmoud Abdul-Rauf was the first Curry. It's just because of his Muslim religion is that they blackballed that boy out the NBA.
Facts.
Oh yeah, they did.
Yeah. Hey, salute, ladies and gentlemen, children of all ages.
What's going on there?
How you doing? Is that my man Detroit?
Yes, sir.
How you doing, Playboy?
What's up,
hey, man? I can't call it, man.
How
I
you
know
doing,
you
Lakers
happy
and
the
Bucks?
trade deadline over and Russ ain't over there in Toronto.
I told you. I told you Russ wasn't coming to our team.
No,
I
I
told
told
you.
you that he would end up across the hall. I told you that. I
I
said he's
told
so
y'all niggas
spiteful.
that he wouldn't show up. He wouldn't be never in the Raptors uniform. We're not that stupid. Mm. Yo, Detroit. You know who Russ is, right? He's that spook that sat by the door.
Yeah, that's who he is.
That's who he is.
Shit.
Okay, old heads know what I'm talking about.
Yeah, that's exactly who he is.
Yeah. You picked up on it, right?
Yeah. Shit.
Mm.
Most spooks don't say nothing; they just be quiet. Russ
Yeah.
is an active mouth.
But Russ is an undercover man. He's feeding info, man. He went over there. There's a reason why he went next door. Mm.
So he can aggravate. That's
Yeah.
all.
You know it's self-sabotage, right?
I believe it is too, bro. I mean, if they didn't like you as a Laker, I mean, I don't see your fan base getting any bigger as a Clipper.
And then here's the dumbest thing I heard today. I had to laugh. I was cracking up myself. I heard on somebody's channel, which I won't name. They said that Russ has exposed LeBron for being lazy and skipping games and not wanting to practice, and how LeBron has no leadership and stuff like that, and he's taking games off. But okay, but you went to the Clippers.
Exactly. What are you talking about?
Kawhi is known for that. You went to a team where they're called the part-time Clippers because they
I'm
only play
here.
part-time.
I'm here. What is you talking about? Kawhi don't play but the first of the month and the 15th.
Thank you. And I said the same thing. Like I typed in the message. I'm like, that's a stupid narrative to take, right? Because the Clippers basically have Kawhi, who really doesn't play.
Yeah, I'm here. That's it. Government Kawhi.
So they're like, yeah, they're talking about, oh, now he's gone to a team that they're going to work hard. They're going to work hard now, and it's a team that works and hustles and plays. I'm like, wait a minute, but they don't play. Their star players take days off. Okay, so that narrative doesn't work.
What's good,
Like,
guys? What's up?
hey, what's up, Playboy?
Just chilling, man.
What's up, Ricky
Chilling, bro.
Fontaine?
Chilling, man. Listen,
Hey,
bro.
what's
This shit's so fucking rigged. It's ridiculous, bro. Anybody that watched that fucking ankle injury, bro. I'm sorry for cussing. Come on, bro. He not hurt, man. You know how many people got him in a parlay coming back straight off
Bro, you took him in the part. Why did you do that?
off of no betting, bro. What do you mean? Yeah, I had him for 6 assists, bro. That's easy money.
I didn't touch him. I didn't touch him at all, bro.
Why
I
wouldn't you
didn't
touch him? What
No,
made you
I
say
touched.
not to touch D'Lo?
No, I wouldn't. I don't touch him. I don't trust D'Lo. I
No,
never
I
trust
feel
D'Lo.
what you're saying. I'm talking about the simple fact that they
Mhm.
had that TNT promotional tonight. So these 2 games,
Oh, okay. I didn't know
you know what I'm
that.
saying, risk free $100, up to $100 back of your
Oh,
money.
okay.
You know how many people had D'Lo in they parlay, man?
Oh,
Coming off
okay.
of, you know what I'm saying, this is the highlight game of the day. Lakers, you know what I'm saying,
Right.
the biggest game on the slate. And look what he was doing. He had 3 assists in his first run.
I
It was
took
over with.
the Lakers money line. That's all I took, man. I didn't trust anything else.
Listen, that's the surest bet in bet, and I just might throw 100 on that
But you know what
because
I did? I
they're
also
gonna
took.
win. They're gonna win, but
Yeah.
you see how because they sitting him down. They're automatically gonna let the Lakers win this game, but because this is about making money right now. You know what I'm saying? D'Lo going down. Anybody that had D'Lo and they parlay over with.
But you know what I did? I also took AD with the 8 rebounds, which is like that should be guaranteed, right?
Yeah, I mean it should be. Where you at right now?
I haven't checked. I don't know. But AD with 8, I said, listen, AD's got to get 8 rebounds, man. That should be
I'm
a lot.
sick right now.
Hey,
This
that's a
junk got
good
me
bet,
sick.
Infamous, man. Shout out 80 Strokes in the building.
Hey, what's up, AC? Haven't talked to you guys in a long time, man. Listen, man. I was tapping my veins. I was like, man, when's basketball coming back, man? I'm like tapping the
Sure.
veins, and
Hey, you know
I
what?
was shaking.
man.
I was shaking like Pookie.
Ricky
I took
Fontaine.
what's good with it. Hey, I took Jakob Porter for a double in the win. That boy had that thing at halftime.
Listen, how did you catch that? I never listen. I can't believe I missed that.
Plus 800, man. I was on there.
You took it?
Yes.
Come on, bro. Why didn't you take? Yo, you should have hit me up on that one. I did not expect that.
Hey, I forgot you were a Toronto fan. No, did you not see his last game right before the break? He did the same
bro,
thing.
I'm on him. Listen, I'm telling everybody this right now. Take Jakob Poeltl for doubles and rebounds going forward because he's the only center that we have.
Yeah, they ran him out there 35 minutes tonight. Yeah, he's the only center. And
he's the only center.
He's good.
So he's guaranteed to get
skillful. Yeah.
Yeah, and he's skillful. So he's guaranteed to get you double-digit rebounds. That's a lot.
He gets doubles all the time.
No, he only started getting He wasn't getting doubles in San Antonio
because they wasn't using him.
They weren't using him. He was getting doubles when they was using him.
What's up, Nico?
Yeah, the problem is they weren't using him.
Exactly.
They were sitting him on the bench.
They were trying to lose.
They were trying to lose. Thank you. Exactly. They're trying to lose.
They tanking. That's why they got rid of Lonnie and everybody else. They trying to tank.
Wow.
Everybody wants Mamba.
But Fontaine, man, you got to be honest with me. You think that injury's fake?
100%, bro. Are you
crazy? No, that wasn't no fake injury, man. He's trying.
I'm telling you.
No, Fontaine, that wasn't
Fontaine. I don't know if I can buy that one.
That wasn't fake, Fontaine.
How much you want to put on? He played in the next game.
Yeah,
he won't play the next game. Though. What I'm saying is that it wasn't fake though.
Listen, bro.
Chinzo was standing behind it.
I'm gonna tell you how I know it's bullshit. If it was real, he wouldn't have. First of all, if it was this bad enough to where he couldn't return to the game, he would have left the court immediately. He played.
Oh, okay. Yeah, you got a point.
He played.
Maybe he's still trying to see if he can run up and down the court on it, though, bro.
And once his rotation was over, he it's not like he just hobbled down the court and then they took him out. He played some possessions. And then his rotation was over.
Fontaine does have a point there.
It's his birthday, man. It's his birthday. Let's give him a break. The boy hurt himself.
Listen to what I'm telling you right now. I'm not getting on him. You know how many people took D-Lo on his birthday?
Yeah, that's a good point. I didn't see that, Fontaine. I didn't see the part where I'm just checking in now. I didn't hear that part. I didn't see that part.
You know what I'm saying? It's his birthday.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It's
that is suspicious.
The TNT promotional. They had a lot of people had the TNT promotional for the 2 games. Get your money back if you bet, you know what I'm saying, on the Lakers game. You know how many people threw him in that parlay on his birthday?
That's a good point. Come
on, bro.
I've seen that injury happen before many times, bro.
I'm not saying.
Well,
I'm not saying.
Fontaine. This is if he plays the next game. I'm telling you
that I ain't saying that he's not injured. Take that back. What I'm saying is he could be out there. He could go.
Yeah, he probably could. He probably could. But maybe Ham like, nah, we don't want to take no chance and mess it up.
Yeah. That is true.
Okay.
Yeah.
Because we gonna need D-Lo, so we don't want to take a chance of taking something that's
but isn't this an important game for you guys?
Yeah, but we should get this game without him. The Lakers got enough personnel now. We should get this game.
Facts.
It come to a point where we got AD and LeBron. So everybody else. These boys now is putting up their fair share of points. So now it's time for the superstars to close, like Skip say, close, King, close.
Yo, Fontaine, Embiid had me sweating tonight, though. I took his point. He's sweating. I was like, oh my goodness, Embiid had me sweating, bro.
Yeah, how much did he get into it?
No, you know what happened? He only had like 7 points at the half. I think he only had like 9 or 7 points at the half.
You don't even want to know what happened to me, bro. I was one leg off from a $4,500 parlay, bro. Guess what the leg was in that first game? Guess what it was? What? DeAnthony Melton 10 points. This nigga played 15 minutes and got 5 fouls, bro. Took one shot, didn't get 1 point. And check this out. Let me tell you how. And I knew better. You know why? Revenge game, bro. It was a revenge game. He left fucking Grizzlies.
Right.
That's his old team. You know what I'm saying? So like, man, I was sick, bro.
Yo, man,
like,
the language,
10
man,
points?
language. You got language.
My bad. I was sick, bro. 10 points.
Mm-hmm.
Jesus Christ, man. I was just like, Jesus.
Jeez, that's tough, bro. That's tough.
It is
You're
what
not
it
one
is,
of
though.
the Fontaine, though. You're not one of them cats. They're doing like 20 leg parlays or that.
Oh, but no, I don't do 20. I do 5, 6. You know what I'm saying? I keep it manageable. but parlays is just my fun bet. You know what I'm saying? That's just fun. What I
I'm
put
only
my heavy
doing
money
3.
on. What I put the heavy money on
max.
is when I find something like Jakob Porto double in the win plus 800. That was easy money.
Damn, I wish I took that, man. I was
Easy,
like,
man.
how did I miss that? And it's my team.
Mm-hmm.
I'm kicking myself, bro.
You know
why? I don't trust the Raptors. The Raptors are so inconsistent.
No, they're different now, man. When you don't got a center running and for your team, you're exposed to a lot of stuff defensively. That's why they couldn't stop nobody, bro. They got the length, but they couldn't stop nobody. Look at Jakob Porto. He was protecting that rim tonight, bro. It was easy. It wasn't even a game.
He was.
It wasn't even a game. Like
but Toronto got better pieces for him to do his job.
Exactly. He can just go in and do his job as a big, and then you know what I'm saying. Everything else is handled. See, and the thing about it is your wings and those long people that you got, like what's his name? Pascal Siakam, Scotty Barnes. If they get in foul trouble, then your team is done. It's over with. So you need that guy. You need a rim defender that can, you know what I'm saying, that can get in foul trouble, and then you can put somebody in like Boucher or.
I like him, bro. You know what I like about Yaka too? Yaka doesn't need the ball.
No, he doesn't need the ball.
Yeah, he doesn't need it.
Yeah, he doesn't need to get his touches. He's not one of them centers that, I need to get my touch.
In San Antonio, he needed to have to score the ball. In Toronto, he don't have to score the ball.
No. Even though he put up 21.
Yeah, and he's going to get his points. So, you know.
Most of his points was off rebounds.
The layups.
Putbacks. Yeah. All putbacks. Mm-hmm. Pretty much all putbacks.
Yeah, that's how you get down.
Yeah, because our team is such a horrible shooting team. It's like, that man was cleaning up on them putbacks, man. It's like,
and he can step back and hit them all, hit mid-range if he need to.
Yeah. Little floaters. He has a soft touch for a center. That's some nice floaters.
These centers nowadays be having a nice
Jazz game about to go into overtime, man.
Listen, that Philly game was a nice game, man. Did y'all watch the Philly game?
Yeah, that was a good game.
That was a good game.
Yeah, it was. They came back and won that. I was surprised.
Yeah.
Because they were losing by a decent amount.
Bro, I took Philly on the money line, bro.
You bugging.
I was sweating too, man. I was like, oh,
yeah,
geez.
man. They were down like 8 with how many minutes left? They were down by like 8 with like 2 minutes left or something like that.
Yeah.
And then Harden hit them 2 threes and
can I ask you guys a question?
I thought Ja was gonna poster him up again though tonight, boy.
Oh, did you see that block? You see that block by Embiid?
He said no tonight, you not.
Nope. Can I ask you guys a question? Do you think that Harden has turned a new leaf?
No.
Who?
Okay. Harden. Do you think that he has turned a page? He has turned a new leaf?
I think that he wants to win now.
I think he want to win because you're getting older. And when you get older, you start realizing your window's ticking down.
Mm-hmm.
That's why Chris Paul want to win so bad.
Can I be honest with you guys? I don't think that Phoenix team is going to win.
I don't think they're going to win nothing. I think they're going to get hurt.
They lost too much on defense.
I see hurt.
If one person goes down,
and then they basically gutted the team. They can't. Those boys can't play all game.
They lost way too much on defense. If they lose one person, it's over with.
Booker's going to be injured. Booker's going to go out eventually.
3-point shooter, bro.
They all injury.
Chris Paul's going to go out eventually.
Yeah, they traded a 40% 3-point shooter, bro.
They gutted. They gutted it too
the
much.
Whole damn team. Durant be having injury problems himself, and so do Becky with the good hair.
Becky with the good hair. You call it Becky with the good hair?
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
you know
Is
what
that
I'm
Jazz
talking
game going to
about.
overtime?
Oh man.
Oh,
That's
yeah,
Matt,
funny,
always
Matt,
bro.
go.
Matt Barnes' his little brother over there.
Yeah, he's talking about Booker.
I
Talking about
can't
Booker.
believe what just happened to me with D'Lo, man. Good night, man.
Yeah, sorry
God,
to hear that. Sorry to hear that, Fontaine, man. Sorry to
it's
hear
so
that, bro.
sick.
The
It's
way
all
you
good.
talking, D-Lo already at his after party.
D'Lo's partying right now
But
in
you know that
the
after party
champagne
go.
room.
You better believe that after party still going on tonight.
Man.
It's
Oh
I'm
already
about to go
man.
ahead
paid
and hop in
for,
the shower.
bro.
I'm gonna catch y'all boys in the post game. I'm about to hop in the
All right,
shower real quick.
Playboy.
Get ready to
All
go.
right,
Hey,
brother. All
hey,
right,
you know
brother.
what though? D'Lo better have a no cell phone policy in that after party, knowing his reputation.
For
He
sure, get
learned
them likes up,
he
man.
learned his lessons, man, from that. I don't think
I
he gonna
hope
be doing
so.
that.
I hope so. I hope so. He better turn off them cell phones with his
No,
snitching ass.
everybody in the league ain't gonna be as nice as Nick Young was, buddy. So I don't think he want to try that one again. You know
Yo, Detroit, I gotta ask you this question, man. What do you think about what happened in Atlanta with Nate McMillan? What's your opinion on that?
what they do to Nate?
He's fired.
Oh yeah, that's right, that's right. Well, I mean, why would you fire him? Y'all don't have no personnel for the man to coach. Everybody they picked up in Atlanta damn near is a bust. Or they not the player that they thought that they were going to be.
Mm.
I mean, Collins ain't the player they thought he was going to be. Trey too small. I mean, you don't really have no 1-2 punch over there. I mean, it's always going to be on, maybe the players didn't like Nate.
Mm. He always seems to have
Generally when the coach get fired, it's the players got something to do with that, bro.
It's funny though. He always seems to have a short shelf life wherever he goes though. You notice that?
Yeah,
They always
yeah.
seem to tolerate him for a couple years, and then all of a sudden they're like, nah, we gotta get your ass up out of here. You know, he's kind of like that dude in New York. What's the coach? What's the coach in New York? What's his
uh,
name? The one that runs his players, basically runs his players down to the.
Dan Tony.
No, not D'Antoni. Yeah, Derrick Rose's coach. What's his name?
Yeah, one of them. What's the name, brother? The one who was the GM for the Pistons.
No, he wasn't a GM for the Pistons.
His brother was.
Oh, his brother was. Yeah. No, not him. What's the coach in New York, man? Hey, somebody put it in the chat. What's the?
Yeah, who is the coach in New York? Ain't it
It's Let me put it in the chat. Not Mike Woodson. Mike Woodson's not the coach in New York.
No, not Mike Wilson.
It's that guy with the deep voice that's always losing his voice. And he's always trying to comb over that bald spot.
Thibodeau.
Thibodeau, yeah, him. Yeah, Tibbs. That
Yeah.
dude. Yeah, he has a short shelf life too. He always goes to certain places. He chills there for a bit, and they always like, okay, dude, we got to get your ass up out of here.
Because those are coaches that are interchangeable. Those are coaches with franchises say, okay, they can do the job until we can try to find a better coach.
Exactly. Yeah,
So-
they're like a side. You know, like how you have a side girl, a side chick. They're like a side coach.
Yeah,
They're side coaches. They're side coaches, bro.
a side coach.
They're side coaches. They're the coaches that you bring in just a temporary until you get yourself a real coach.
Tibbs run a certain. But one thing about Tibbs though that he got New York doing that they wasn't doing before is they play defense.
That's true.
New York wasn't playing no defense before. Certain coaches gonna demand that you play some defense.
Right. So they basically bring them in to establish the foundation and a philosophy, and then they say, okay, we're good enough, and then okay, now you can go.
Yep, and then we're gonna get another coach in here. But I mean, you got to think about the situation too. I mean, New York ownership, most coaches ain't coming there.
Facts. But you know, Trey Young is developing that reputation, though.
Yeah, because they offered Stan Van Gundy that job too, and he said no.
He said no?
Yep.
Smart man. But you
Well,
know that Trey Young is developing that reputation though, eh?
or
Coach killer,
what?
coach killer.
I mean, no, man. It's just like when you draft somebody like Trey, it's a certain style of basketball that you just gonna have to play, bro.
Mm.
I mean, it's like that. Everybody be complaining. I know he got a real bad attitude, and he can come off like a diva. That
Hmm.
quarterback from Phoenix, Arizona. What's his name? The little short one.
Oh, yeah, I know what you're talking about. The one with the big head,
Yeah, you know what
the
I'm
big head
saying.
dude.
But
Yeah,
people
him.
be
Yeah.
talking about, well, the coach would be like, well, he needs to do this and do.
Tyler Murray. Tyler
Y'all
Murray.
knew the style of play that he had to play when y'all drafted him.
Yeah, Tyler Murray. Tyler
Yeah,
Murray. Tyler
y'all
Murray.
knew if you draft Kyler Murray, it's gonna be a certain style of football that you have to play because of his
Facts.
height.
Right. Right. But can I be honest with you? And I'm willing to put money on it. I think they're gonna get rid of Trey Young. I think they're shopping him.
Yeah,
They're gonna
Trey
shop
not
him.
gonna stay there in
They're gonna shop
Atlanta.
him. No, they're gonna get his ass up out of there. But if the game is back on, Lakers still in the lead. I'm showing 65-58, so I don't know. My thing might be a little bit behind. No, yeah, no, same thing, same.
And then when you got somebody small as Trey and he a starter too, man. You
Hmm.
ain't he. I mean, yeah, Trey give you effort, but he can't stop you defensively, man.
Yeah, but guess what? They already
What's up,
brought in
Jeff?
his Detroit. They already
What's
brought
going
in
on? What's
his
going on?
they brought in his replacement already though. You
Who is
know,
his
if you
replacement?
read the leaves, if you read the tea leaves, they already brought in his replacement.
Who?
Quinn Snyder.
No, no,
See,
I'm
look at
talking
this
about
fool.
I'm talking about Trey's
Murray.
replacement.
Here we go with another
Exactly.
player trying to jump
Murray.
across LeBron's ankles, just like that last punk
Deontay
did that.
Deontay Murray. Murray is Trey's replacement, bro. He doesn't know it yet though.
Yo, this Utah game is crazy right now.
Well, what's going on in that game?
Overtime, 116-115.
Hmm.
And
Hey, what's
everybody
up?
But
said
this
Utah
a big
changing
good game for
games
the
today.
Lakers. 'Cause a
Yeah,
lot
they'll
of
play
teams the
more.
Lakers are chasing are playing tonight. So like we need Portland to lose. The Pelicans already lost. There's going to be one loser in this game, and if the Lakers beat the Warriors, that's like
Oh,
come
oh,
up on
oh,
four
oh, no,
teams in one night.
LeBron went down. Oh gosh, no, no, no,
No, he
no.
good. He
Okay.
good. He good. He good. I'm ahead of you. He good.
Oh, that scared the hell out of me.
Oh, that's when he jumped across his leg. Yeah.
That scared the hell out of me. I saw that.
I
I was
said
like,
the
oh
same thing, bro.
no,
I said the same
he's gonna
thing.
be missing a week again. He's gonna be missing a week and riding goats.
Damn,
And
I
it's,
hate
it's,
sports. I hate sports gods, man. I swear.
yeah, right. It sucks that D'Lo went down, man. But
Yo, can I give a little plug? I watched that House Party movie with LeBron, that new House Party movie. I don't care what anybody says, man. That movie is funny as hell,
I
man.
told you that shit was funny as hell,
That shit
man.
is funny.
Yeah.
Don't listen to the critics. Don't listen to the critics. It's not a.
I
It's
heard it
not a.
was
It's
good.
not
I
a.
haven't seen it yet. But I heard it was good.
Bro, that
Yeah, man,
stuff.
it was
Yo,
good,
it's
bro.
funny, bro. Trust me, it's funny.
And I had never even, I'm not even hip on that black brother. Either
Mhm.
one of them that's comedians. So that's the first time I ever got to see them,
Me
do
too. Me
sites.
too. I wouldn't bring little kids into it though. It's not a little kids movie, but it is funny though. It's
Man,
funny as
parents
hell.
take man. I went to a rated R movie and you'd be surprised how many parents I seen bringing their kids in there, man.
Mm.
And they don't stop them at the door either. When I was a teenager, man, we used to have to bring ID.
Yep. That's old. That's old school, man.
Damn.
Bro, that's old school. That's real
Yeah,
old.
dog. You used to have to
Yeah,
bring
bring ID.
ID. Or you
He
had to
said we
have an
pay. He
older
said
person buy the ticket for you and walk you in there.
he had to pay with coins.
Yeah.
Yo,
We got
And
you, dog.
hey,
There
bro,
you go.
what's funny
There
too?
you
They
go.
probably had that. They probably had that old projector. You know that old projector that they
There
had in
you
the
go.
yeah,
classroom. They probably had
yeah.
those old projectors, like they had that with the screen rolling.
That's right, boy. I'm from the old school. Cats send you to the store. Food stamps look like a book.
Ooh, good pass, Braun.
You had to open up your book.
Like it
You
was a
had to.
passport.
Yeah, it looked like a passport with a bunch of with a bunch of checks in it, but they was food
Damn.
stamps. And if you didn't
Bro, you
have the
probably
book,
had to, when you send a message to a girl, you probably had to put a stamp on it, eh?
hey, I was just looking at
Instead of,
something on
instead of sending a
TV.
text message, you had to write it and put a stamp on it to give it to her, bro.
Hey man, some of
Put
my
it in the
old school
mailbox.
friends, man. And I was just looking at TV the other day. The very first cell phone, the ones that when I seen when I was a kid, it looked like a backpack, like a ship that's finna fly off somebody's back.
Yeah.
Bro,
Sold
my
for
dad,
$2 million.
bro, my
Oh,
dad,
they
my
called a
dad was with the
foul.
first cell, my dad worked for the first cell phone company, and trust me, he was driving around. It's the size of a you know, the battery for a car?
Hell yeah,
Yeah.
That
dog.
was the size, yeah, that was the size of cell phones back then.
It should
Yeah,
look
yeah.
like a.
That
I,
It
battery.
should look like
I
a
remember
Just as
the
bomb.
first
heavy.
day I seen it. When I
They
was
look
a
like a
kid,
Just as
bomb.
we
heavy.
was like, man, my man talking on the phone, and it looked like he was part of G.I. Joe or something, because
Yeah.
it looked like he had a jetpack on his back. I was like, damn.
I told my dad not to get rid of it because I said, "Yo, that's gonna be worth a lot of money in years." But he got rid of it, man. I was like, "Damn, why'd you get rid of it?"
I remember when pagers used to be so thick you could drop it out the freeway while you was moving it and still work. They was straight up bombs. They was weapons.
Only people that had pages back then were drug dealers and pimps,
They was thick, dog.
Both.
or both. Yeah. Oh, let's see, Golden
Yeah, that's what
State.
my granddaddy used to say. Yeah, everybody, all y'all who got them damn pages, you ain't nothing but some drug dealers.
Mm.
Oh, granddaddy, everybody ain't no drug dealer because they got a pager.
It's like, nah, this is how we get the ladies at the house late at night.
Yeah,
That's
that's
what you
what
got
I'm
to
saying.
do
Yeah.
for. You know those little codes, those little codes you'd throw on there. Like, man, come on
I
now,
ain't gonna lie
that
though.
was the way it is.
I had to have my pager in the garage.
Man,
I couldn't
Oh,
bring it in the
nice move,
house.
AD,
shit,
AD.
my pops knew exactly what I was doing. He gave me extra batteries and other accessories. He was like, go get QD,
Damn.
boy. He's like, just get him out. Don't bring him back here. Just go somewhere else.
My granddaddy was weird. He'll give you condoms, but don't want you to have a pager.
That is weird. That is weird. That is weird. That is weird.
Well, that's what I was referring to
That
the
is
other
weird.
accessories.
Yeah.
Pops was replying, well, like, here you go. Like, shit, bro.
That is weird.
You better not bring no babies in here or you're out of here.
Yeah, no, he was not. I know what he was doing. He was trying to get me trapped with someone else so I go move in with them. I know what
That's
he was
what it
doing.
was. That's what that was. Because you was already told ain't no other kids coming in here, so if you have one, you're out of here. So.
Nice.
My pops was crazy.
Jordan Poole.
Jordan
this
Poo-Poo.
dude, OKC is not trying to miss the playoffs, man. These dudes are, my God.
It don't look
Jay
like them or
Shea.
Utah trying to tank to me.
No, this game right now is ridiculous. No, he just,
They done
man.
traded all of Utah's players, and he's
No, you know what's crazy? They traded everyone they got for Gobert.
yeah.
So essentially, all they got from the Lakers was that protected first because they waived Russ, so they really got nothing out of that other than
True.
and they also send out the guys that they acquired for Rudy, so they just wanted the picks. That's it.
I know the owner just sitting up there like, what do I gotta do? I'm trying to lose.
True. I'm trying to lose.
And they're still winning. They're still because they're playing free. And when dudes play free like that, they're scary, man. It's rare when you see like a playoff team playing free because it's usually you got to have at least somewhat of a star when you're in the playoffs. But Utah is like
that can backfire. Some of these cats may not see no playing time ever, so they like, this is my time.
Just do marketing is having a season that no one saw coming. Like no one saw coming.
But do you guys think that they're trying to stick it to management though? Because management is trying to make them losers. Like, okay, we'll show them.
Players don't tank, bro. Players, yeah, exactly. Players don't tank. Players don't tank. It's organizations do.
Yeah.
They sit guys, they trade guys out. So yeah, these guys are over here playing for their, for their contracts, for their reputation. So it's like,
Right.
and then they're like, damn. But at some point, it's like, and then you think these guys want to tank just to get a player coming to take their spot? You know what I mean? That's not how it goes from a player standpoint.
So they can go sit on somebody's bench and go to the G League.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So the players
I'm
don't
sorry to
take.
interrupt, but this Sprite commercial is a little bit weird, man.
Chris Paul, man, he makes some weird
Can I
ass
say that this Sprite
commercials,
commercial is nasty?
Chris Paul been zesty in his commercials, man.
Yeah,
I'm talking about the Sprite commercial with the black girl.
I'm not even watching them.
I ain't seen that one. I ain't seen the Sprite.
I'm watching all these ugly people in Utah in the background right now, but this game is, man.
The Sprite commercial is disturbing. She's literally swallowing a man. Pause.
Oh yeah, okay, yeah. I seen that one.
Yeah, don't you think that's a little suggestive?
Well, they make a lot of suggestive stuff, man. That's the world we live in. So.
I picked up on it. I'm like, she opens up the can, and then a man comes out of the can, and he's made out of water, and then she kisses him and swallows him.
And swallows him whole.
You swallowed it.
Thank you. I don't want to put a flag on. No, I'm going to leave it right there because I don't want to get Lakers in 5 in trouble. But I think that commercial is very disturbing, bro.
Oh, these dudes fouled Lloyd. They fouled marketing shooting a 3. Wow.
Well, infamous. At least it wasn't a guy opening up another can of another guy and swallowing it.
Yeah.
Wow.
We'll stop it right there.
Yeah.
I know where you're going with that one.
They did keep it heterosexual. So
yeah, we'll leave it there. I know where you're going. I know where you're going, bro. I
wasn't going nowhere. You brought it up.
What's up?
I just thought the commercial was a little disturbing. That's all. I thought it was kind of weird.
My fault, man. I've been out for a minute. I gotta get my shout outs to I Hate the NFL. He showed up. Appreciate you showing up, man. Showing some love, man. Achilles Motre and Marcus Moore. Appreciate y'all, man. You know what I'm saying? Appreciate it. Go ahead, y'all.
You got to work today, DJ?
Yeah, man. I'm getting ready right now, man. I'm on my way.
Okay.
Yeah, when I rely on you guys, man, to tell me what the game is and stuff. Because when I'm on my way to work and going to work, I can't watch the game and stream at the same time.
Oh, okay. We'll do that for you, bro.
Yeah. I feel you. Jobs, if they'll fire you over that shit.
Yeah, big facts.
Well, so you don't gotta drive to work. Listen to Aaron scream for the game right now. So you're lucky.
Yeah, man. Yeah. I rely on you guys, man, because if I didn't do my streams, then I can watch the game, but I can't stream and watch at the same time. So in order for me to stream, I can't watch it. So, but I appreciate y'all.
No, DJ, you better take yourself to Cricket Wireless and get that second phone.
I know, right? You ain't lying, bro.
That's hilarious.
Yeah, just do it. Set up the Patreon and let the fan base provide it for you. There you go.
Yeah.
Just do that.
Big facts.
Hashtag get DJ a second phone.
I'll send my donation, man.
Get DJ a second phone. Yo, Utah won this game. Oh my god, this was crazy.
Utah won?
Yeah. That's a big help because I think they're going to slide and OKC's going to keep fighting. So, like, this is going to be a good night for the Lakers if they can pull this off. Because, like I said, Pelicans lost. If they beat the Warriors, that's a loss. OKC just lost. Portland's losing right now. So, man, this could be a really good night.
It's going to be a great night. We might pick up a game and a half.
On every one of these games, yeah. So,
oh damn, I'm on a good streak right now. If Sacramento wins, I sweep my parlay, bro.
Sacramento is where they at right now? Let me see. I close that. Can you guys still hear me? Am I clear?
I hear you.
You're okay, good. When I don't usually come on here on my phone, but right now this time I am. Shout out to Texas. I'm doing the phone version today. Let's see. Yeah, am I clear?
Am I clear? Am I clear?
Hey, what happened to Texas, man? We told him his phone was trash, and we never heard from him again. What happened with him?
He was in the chat earlier. I heard somebody heard DJ say what's up to him earlier. He was in the chat.
Okay. Yeah, what happened to Texas?
Maybe he's having some finger food.
There you go. You gonna
Some smoothies.
invoke him, and he gonna come on and start and get at you.
Some smooth. Yeah, we got to be
I'm
careful.
always
Texas,
taking shots at Texas, man. He knows I always take shots at him.
Texas is like Beetlejuice. You say his name too many times, he gonna
Yep.
appear,
He
man.
gonna
You
come, he gonna
got
come popping up on you.
He's probably having a smoothie right now somewhere.
We got the only
Stop.
coach in the NBA who stands on the sideline in front of cameras and digs up his nose.
Who did that? Who?
Jesus Christ, man! Don't you know
Darvin.
the cameras
Oh,
out here?
Darvin
You
did
digging
that?
boogers
Oh,
out your
damn.
nose?
Darvin can't count, so he doesn't know how many cameras are around him.
He digging boogers out his nose.
Yeah, what is happening?
Let the man pick his nose, man. Come on, man.
Not on nationally televised game, man. Come on.
He's grown, man. He's grown.
Well, go over to the bench and bend down or something like you getting a towel or something.
You know, old folks don't care where they dig their nose at. They don't care about that.
You know, ain't
Rotherham ain't that old.
You know, ain't you ever been walking, down the street and you accidentally trip? You know, I just keep on running and try to pretend like I'm flagging a cab or something. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie. When you see someone eat shit like that, that's like my favorite thing in the world, man. You see someone fall down, as long as they're okay. But I have like no self control when that happens. I lose my
Hey,
mind.
by
when
the
that
way,
happens.
DJ,
I'm like you too, bro. I'm gonna get my 10 giggles in and then I'm gonna
Man, I don't even wish harm on it, especially when someone stumbles. You ever seen someone stumble so bad that they start to pick up speed before they crash because they just keep like.
Yeah.
Yeah, that is the best.
I seen this
score
guy.
is
I seen this guy
81-70, DJ.
cheating on the wall. Slid all the
81-70.
way down the wall.
81-70 is the score.
I saw my mailman look like he was ice skating the other day. Man, it was hilarious.
Well, wait a minute. You guys are getting snow up there?
Hell
No,
yeah,
it's just
man.
wet. It's just wet. Like it is.
Okay.
People can't walk or drive in California when it's wet. I'm just telling you. Like it's
Gotcha.
it's like you would think it's like it's water, not olive oil, right? But they just any little water out here and people just lose their minds. They can't do
I was
anything.
telling DJ, I don't know if he thought I was joking, but they said the Earth core has stopped spinning.
Nah,
Not a
bro.
joke.
If the Earth's core stopped spinning, dude, we'd be dead.
Oh man,
No,
they said
it has stopped spinning.
Nah, man. The Earth.
See, that's where
I
that's
didn't
where
say that.
infamous.
CNN said it,
That's
bro.
spinning.
nah, man. See, that's where
The
infamous
Earth
has
core
been.
has stopped spinning.
Infamous went and joined Kyrie's compound, man.
Yeah,
What is
he
going
did.
on here?
Bro, they said it happens over several years. They said it's nothing to be alarmed about, but yeah, they said it stopped spinning. I don't know.
Nothing to be
that
alarmed
would be
about.
something to be very alarmed about.
Yeah, I want to say.
That's what. Hey, bro, I can send you the article.
Don't be
you can
alarmed.
read the
Yeah.
reports. I didn't say it, bro. I'm just
If
saying
the
what they
Earth
said.
doesn't rotate,
Nothing to be alarmed about. We have lost all oxygen. Nothing to worry about.
You do realize
Nothing to see here.
if the Earth don't
They said it's
rotate,
happened
infamous,
before.
then we'd just float off the planet. You do
I'm about to
realize.
say, if the Earth don't
No,
rotate,
they said
we
it's
won't be on
happened
Earth no
before,
more. Yeah, we won't. This shit won't be Lakers in 5 no more. It'll be Lakers in Mars. This shit's so happy. We be
Won't
gone.
be no hiding, no caves on that one, buddy.
Yeah.
They said it's happened before, though. So I don't know.
Yeah, that was when the
They said
dinosaurs
that
died.
the
That was when the
unusual weather
dinosaurs died.
pattern-
That's when the dinosaurs died.
No,
Yeah,
they
that
said
was
that's the
called- that
reason
was
for
called
the
a big
unusual
meteor.
weather. That's why you're getting weird weather all
No,
over.
I know.
But listen, man,
But the
I
Earth
think
kept on
I
rotating.
think a meteorite's coming next. That's just me.
Oh, let's go. Sacramento's now beating them down.
Oh, Sacramento's winning. Oh,
Yeah, they're up 11 now. We need that. We need Sacramento to win. So
Come on, Vando.
I need Sacramento to win to get some money. Sacramento's gonna give me a nice payday.
oh, look at AD. Just
Everybody on Golden State look like Sealy.
Listen, I knew Golden State wasn't gonna win this game. They had one of the worst road records in the league, man.
yeah, they got the worst road record. No Steph, no
Worst
Wiggins.
road record.
Like
No
yeah.
And
Come
they
on,
players
man.
got the worst
Easy.
braids I've ever seen.
Oh
And
man.
it's team, Golden State is team light skin, It's Texas.
Yeah,
Well,
that
it ain't nothing but the brothers out here tonight. Then I guess they're going deep into the Shaka Zulu camp tonight.
Shaka Zulu camp.
AD and Looney are having backhand battles
Yeah,
right
I
now.
bet Looney look like straight
Oh,
something.
dude.
Like, you can't tell me Looney ain't no Zulu.
Nah, Looney looked like the third member of Milli Vanilli.
He's too
man.
tall for that. He'd have stuck out.
Well, how do we know? We never knew the real singers.
He'd have stuck out if he was part of that. He might have been able to sing, though, unlike them.
Blame it on the
Right,
rain.
man.
That
Some
was
of
the
those Milli-
funniest. That
some of
was
those
the
Milli
funniest
Vanilli
thing
songs were
ever
good,
I've
man.
ever seen when I was a teenager, and we was watching the music awards, and they had to perform live, and the music went out.
Yeah.
Oh, I remember that. I saw that.
And
I remember
everybody
that.
was sitting there like, these fools, they singing over their music.
It was like, blame it on the, and then it was just
biggest
quiet.
music controversies ever. That was hilarious.
That shit was crazy. I forgot about that.
I
I forgot about that.
Everybody was sitting in the
big.
crowd like, oh, no, they didn't. They can't sing.
So that's what it was. Rihanna was paying homage to Milli Vanilli at the Super Bowl. That's all that was. Now it makes sense.
Oh, don't do that.
Nah, the girl was pregnant. Like, there's nothing really she could do. She showed up. That's all that matters.
And that's
But she,
crazy as hell,
Hey,
too.
in all seriousness, no, one of them committed suicide though.
Oh, yeah?
one of the,
Yeah, one of them.
One of
killed
Milli
himself.
Vanilli did?
Yeah.
I thought you were talking about one of Rihanna's dancers. I was like, what the hell?
No, one of Milli Vanilli. I think the light skin.
Oh, you're right. You're right.
Himself.
Yeah, you're right.
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't know about that one.
You're right. Hey, man, what's the other one? One of the dudes from well, I think it was an overdose. Or the dude from Crisscross.
Oh, yeah. He killed
he's another
himself
one. Yeah,
because
he
of the
did too,
things
yeah.
that Jermaine Dupri did to them when they was kids.
Whoa. Let's not go there.
Oh, man, there ain't nothing to go there. Everybody in Atlanta know that, bro.
It's a 7-point game, man.
Yeah, leave that one alone.
Everybody in Atlanta know that, buddy.
We need to pivot here.
Yeah, pivot.
7-point game, man. 7-point game, man.
They're not coming back. Let's go.
Oh, man, I'm actually watching the game where Mo Bamba's hair look better than everybody else's.
You know who looks weird? That guy from Golden State. He looks like that dude from that Geico commercial, the caveman. That guy.
Yeah.
You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
I forgot his. I know what you're talking about.
Yeah,
he's
weird looking, man.
Too.
That dude right there that was on the free throw, the guard in the box right there. Yeah, that's him.
Steven Adams looked like the Geico caveman too.
No, he looks like Aquaman.
Yeah, he looks like
Steven
Aquaman.
Looks like Aquaman.
Ain't he from New Zealand?
I think he is.
Yeah.
There you go, Austin Reeves.
One of them places.
I think he's from New Zealand because I think he's from the same place that Jason Momoa from.
He says mate a lot, so I think so. But.
Mate.
Austin Reeves got 13 points in this quarter.
Did you see how he picked that man up the last game? He picked that man up with one damn hand when he got in Josh's face.
Strong as hell, bro.
Yeah, he's strong as hell.
He was the only one that Shannon Sharp started walking backwards from. That boy is strong.
That's one cat. That's one cat. Okay. Have in the foxhole on the basketball court. You're not gonna punk him out. That's for sure.
Oh, for sure.
Beasley with 19. Reeves with 17.
Yep, Malik, man. And he 5-9 from the three.
Come on.
But Reeves is
87-76, man. This game is.
There you go, Beasley again. That's like his 4th or 5th three.
Yeah, it's done.
There you go. There go Malik again, baby.
See, you know what's good about this? LeBron is on the bench.
So is AD.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
This is literally everyone. This is literally like, what is going on? So my bad.
That should have been a charge. Good block, Mo.
Okay, now it was like a 7-point game, like right around Jermaine Dupri time. Then it went crazy.
Yeah. yeah. As soon as you said pivot, they went on the.
They pivoted, all right, man.
They pivoted. Went on the run over here. They say Nick Cannon finna have another baby.
Man.
He got another girl pregnant. That's my old lady.
There's something. I think there's something wrong with him, bro. Something wrong with him.
Wow, man. When he looked, he watched the Sean Kemp documentary, man. He's trying to catch up.
Yeah, Kim got a lot of kids.
Oh man, this is not. This is he
Yes,
doesn't
sir.
realize this
Sean
is not
Kemp.
a
Like,
good
how
thing, man.
does Sean Kemp have these many kids and we can't get one of them in a dunk
Yeah.
contest?
they find you, bro, and you get money.
I was like, man, Sean Kemp had a baby with a white woman, man. Because McClung, man, that was just crazy.
But
Yeah,
you are
No,
right,
what
though.
Nick
You are
Cannon is
right, though.
doing,
You be
I
like,
don't care what anybody
didn't Nick
says.
Cannon just say he wasn't gonna have no more kids?
What
he
he's
said that
doing
the
is
last
extremely
4.
selfish.
Yeah.
What he's doing is selfish, man.
And then like my
Super
girl say,
selfish.
he don't even spend time with all the kids he got because he got so
That's why
many.
it's so. That's why it's
It's
selfish.
impossible for him to. I mean, this dude's got like a full-fledged career, like at entertainment career. Like he's on the
But
radio. He's on
here's the
like that
thing.
dude has no time.
Here's the thing, bro. I don't blame Nick Cannon. I blame the women because the women are the greedy ones, not Nick Cannon. The women can say no.
Nick can put on
It's
a
not Nick
rumble.
Cannon's fault. It's not Nick. I don't put the blame on Nick Cannon. I put the
Nick
blame
can
on
go
the
get a
women.
vasectomy. Nick can wear protection.
No, but here's a woman. Listen, a woman does not get pregnant unless she wants to, bro. I keep telling
And the
people that.
woman can be on the. Of
There's
course,
no such
they're
thing as
gonna get pregnant by
accidental
Nick Cannon.
pregnancy.
They want some of that Nick Cannon money. That's why he gonna be
That's what
doing
I'm
wilding
saying.
out. He
Now
gonna be
you're
doing
getting
wilding
it.
out until he George Burns age.
That's my point. That's why I say it's the women that are selfish. They're the ones. I don't blame Nick Cannon. I blame them because they're
Nick
doing it
Cannon
for the
ain't never gonna be
monetary
able to
reason.
sit down, just like Tristan Thompson can't. Now he's in that. Now Tristan Thompson is an analyst on TV. Are you kidding me?
Tristan Thompson can't be an analyst. Get out of here.
What's up, Rambo?
Yeah. Tristan Thompson can't
Who
be no
gonna get
analyst.
some analyst advice from Tristan Thompson?
Nobody.
Well, he's an ESPN analyst now.
He can't string 2
What's up,
sentences
A-Zap?
together, man.
Well, he got to string 2 sentences together to take care of those 50 kids that he got.
Appreciate y'all
Oh, man.
showing up, man. Showing some love, homeboy. Appreciate it.
He said he can't string 2 sentences together. Yeah, my man do kind of walking. He asks him questions and then he walk him through it. That's how you know somebody's stupid. They asking you for your opinion and then they walk you through your opinion.
You know, it's funny because he's people don't realize how young he is. Like he should not be out the league. You know what I mean?
No,
People think he's like
should still be
35.
playing.
How
He's
old is he?
young.
How old is he?
He got drafted the same year as what's his name? Was it the Kyrie year? He
Yeah,
got drafted
man.
the same year Kyrie did.
That's
So-
what them Kardashians
Why?
do
What
to
happened, man? They age faster in Canada, bro. What happened, man? Like this dude was.
Listen, man, we're still suffering. We're still suffering from Bennett. Stop it.
Sorry.
Bennett was a huge stain on our. On our
That's
He-
what the
he was a
Kardashians can move. The Kardashians can move.
Anthony
to
Bennett
Kawhi.
is a certified hoser, man.
That is the worst #1 draft pick in history.
I mean, that wasn't his fault. He didn't ask to be. That's the first #1 pick that I saw was disappointed to go #1. He was like, "Oh shit!" like I can't believe they drafted him.
That is the worst #1 draft pick ever in history, man. I'm sorry. There's
Like that dude wasn't even like
Big facts,
that dude
Zach,
wasn't
big
on
facts,
anyone's lottery board. He wasn't on anyone's lottery board.
Who?
I
Who
don't
y'all talking about?
understand what that was, man. I don't get it.
Anthony
I
Bennett.
still to this day
Oh
don't
yeah,
get it.
Anthony Bennett. Oh my God, that
But he was on nobody's draft
boy.
board. Nobody's lottery board.
That
Nobody's.
was a reach. That was a reach. That was somebody like they thought
What's up, Mama
that he had
What
the
up?
talent that he was supposed to have, and it just
What
never
up?
manifested. So
What we talking?
No, but he was on no one's lottery board. Like
nope.
there wasn't another team gonna draft him. Like in the lottery. That was crazy.
That
I mean,
was
they
crazy,
just
man.
hey, he got free money.
I
Like, you
dare
remember-
somebody to name a worse draft pick, #1 draft pick than that. I don't think there's.
Like even Oluwa Candy, you could be like, okay, that wasn't great
Yeah.
either. That wasn't great either. But at least he was a name coming. Like he was gonna get picked. Like in the
I
league,
got
probably
one
at least.
better than that one.
But-
At least they thought that he had that he was gonna have some talent. How about when the Pistons drafted Darko Milicic over Carmelo Anthony?
Yeah, but he wasn't #1.
Well, wait a minute. Anthony Bennett
And the
couldn't
thing
even
about that
fit-
one is, the thing about that one is like that one. Like at the time, a lot of people didn't see it bad because they had a team that they needed like something like that. So like that was like when the Lakers drafted Zoe over Tatum, right? It's like at the time, no one was like,
that was a big mistake. Oh,
yeah, but that was similar because you had a team. You had a team drafting like for that's it's all philosophy, right? Some teams
Yeah.
draft best available. Some people draft best fit for their team. So like
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And with the
Yeah,
Lakers,
yeah,
clearly were
yeah,
just
yeah. Yeah, that's true.
No. Well, it depends though where you're drafting though. If you're drafting the consensus number one, you got to take it no matter what.
It's
Because
been
yeah,
there's
it's
no,
been
but
a
but
lot of
if
but
you
number
don't.
one. It's been a
yeah,
lot
but
of number one
what
bust draft picks,
what I'm
bro.
saying,
Believe me.
Yeah,
that
but you're
year,
gonna look stupid if you don't take it.
Tatum was not the consensus number one. You know what I mean?
No,
That year.
no.
No, he
So
wasn't.
and neither was Carmelo Anthony. You know what I mean? Consensus number one. There were a lot of dudes that would have took Darko like
That was a
before.
hell of a draft class. D Wade. That was a
Yeah,
hell of a
Bosh,
draft class.
Braun. Well, yeah, but
LeBron.
what I'm saying is like, and they got the one guy that didn't become a Hall of Famer, like in the first.
Exactly,
I
exactly.
know.
Joe
That
Dumars.
that
Joe
lost his
Dumars picked the one guy that became nothing.
he lost his job over that
Yeah, you
pick.
damn right he lost his job over
He
that.
lost his job over that and never got hired again.
They
Never got hired again.
They ran him out of Detroit.
Yep,
Well,
never got hired again.
Yeah, but wasn't he like a? No, I think he was something. Was it Orlando? What was not? He ended up somewhere.
He got so bitter with us in Detroit, he shut down all his Joe Dumars basketballs that he had in the city and moved them way out.
He said, "F Little Caesars, I'm out of here."
Oh man, it's like, oh man, Joe don't move. You don't move the basketball gyms and stuff all the way down to Ipsy on us.
Damn, Lakers bench got 44 points.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, I'm telling you, Austin Reeves has like almost like 17, 18 points in the third quarter alone.
And that's another reason that I'm glad Russell's gone, because this is going to help Austin be able to get his game on better.
Oh yeah. So it's what's funny is the team they have right now, Russ would have fit good with, but they had to give him up to get this team. You know what I mean? But it was like, that's the funny part about it, is because these type of players like work with him. You know what I mean? But it's like, but you couldn't get them and keep him. You know?
Yep.
Going back to the Tatum thing, can I ask you a question? I think they would, if let's say the Lakers did draft Tatum, I think they
would have been traded.
They would have traded him
for AD.
Yeah.
So, but at the end of the day, like at the end of the day, like Magic was never going to pick anyone but Zoe because he was enamored with the storyline. You know what I mean? Of him being from here, like yada yada yada. They needed a point guard. They moved D'Lo like that. It was just like at the time you already had Ingram in that role, and a lot of guys weren't doing full positionless yet. That we weren't there yet. You know what I mean? So you had Ingram already. You know what I mean? You needed a point guard because they knew they were getting rid of D'Lo. So in hindsight, I kind of get like why they did it. But if I was going to go point guard, I liked De'Aaron Fox more than Joe. If they were going, and I said this like at the time because he cooked him in that tournament. You know what I mean? And I was just like, I said that Tatum was the most NBA ready player at the time. Like he was, but we had Ingram, so I wasn't too like upset about it. And if you look at them, other than like where Ingram's played and probably some luck, like if you put Ingram in ball, like Ingram his numbers are comparable to Tatum's. You know what I mean? No. So it's not like it's they really are, man. Like,
I'll tell you this,
for his career,
if you want to tinker with that line, if we would have had Tatum and you said if they'd have traded him for Anthony Davis, we wouldn't have had to give up so many pieces.
Well, I mean, who knows? Because who knows what Tatum would have been if he played with us? You know what I mean?
For the Lakers, that's a good point. I was just about to say that. You don't know if he would have developed the
splitting
same.
minutes. Yeah, and he's splitting minutes with Ingram at that point. It's hard to tell, but all I'm saying is like people sleep on Ingram's like game. You know what I mean? That dude is a bucket getter.
I always said that Brandon Ingram was going to be the next.
Yeah, but he doesn't play defense though.
Let me just say this.
Who, Ingram?
Yeah, because he's so long, man. You can't stop him from taking a shot.
No, Ingram actually, it's he always gets injured. But no, actually Ingram, like when that game where like I remember a game when the Lakers played in Boston, that game right after the trade deadline where they didn't trade for AD and Rondo hit that weird game winner and Kyrie or who was it that came one of those came out and said like this is the hardest dude to score on in the league for me because he's so long and he can react. He's a good defender. It's just when dudes get him on the block and they use their weight on him, then it's a little different.
They carry him up down low.
But when you're a perimeter, like if he's your guy guarding, if he's your guy guarding point guards,
Beasley out here firing fellas. They go
did you see the game tonight? Scotty Barnes had him in Pampers, dude. He had him in Pampers.
No, I get it.
He just kept backing him down, bro.
Well, what I also said earlier, he's been really bad since he came back from injury. He was like a minus like 29 post injury, so he's not right. You know what I mean? But Brandon Ingram is a much better defender than people think, and he's much more like.
I disagree with that, man. I don't think he's a good
Brandon Ingram is
defender,
a good
bro.
defender, bro. He's a good defender.
Yeah,
But
he is,
like you
man.
said, if you get him in the block though, you can tool him.
If you have him guarding other teams' point guards up top, he can make life hell for them.
But he's
But
a
when he's
walking bucket, though. I'll give you the other end. The other end,
well, no, what I'm
he's
saying
elite.
is once I'm talking about when he was on the Lakers. When he got to the Pelicans and became a primary scorer, then of course he's going to sacrifice his defense, right? But I'm talking about like when he was on the Lakers, he was one of our best defenders.
Go ahead, Mama Mentality. Mama Mentality want to say something? Go ahead, bro.
Go ahead.
This whole Tatum and the two of the guys.
Bro, you're breaking up.
Yeah, what is going on?
Hold on. Hold on.
Oh man.
Hey, who got the music playing?
Hey, some of you guys turn down the music, bro.
Okay, what happened there?
Somebody wanted to spit something, and they're not
Hey,
talking.
somebody finna spit a beat or something.
Infamous to the day that we die. Survive
Hey,
the Phillips, only strong survive.
only the strong survive.
Yo.
Like, but I want to be clear. I don't want to say for a second that I think Ingram is on Tatum's level. He's not. I'm just saying, like, when it comes down to, like, his ability to score, like, I think people sleep on him.
Man, he isn't on his
That's all I'm
level,
saying.
man.
That Brandon Ingram can do better than Jason Tatum, and I think it's certain things that Tatum can do better than Ingram.
No, what I'm saying is, what I'm saying is the gulf between them.
Somebody wants to say something. Go ahead.
Okay.
Hey, man, build Tory Lanes out, nigga.
This aqua nigga. I thought it was. Damn! I thought it was a real dude, man.
You already know, dog. I heard
Man,
you call
nigga, why you gotta stick your head in this now, man? What are you gonna say now? The Lakers are winning. What are you gonna say now, huh?
I ain't hear you say nothing. Pause. I ain't gonna get on you tonight. Pause. I said it earlier on. I said it ahead of time.
That's when you're up 17 points. That's why you ain't saying that.
It said
exactly.
I got. It said in this day and age,
you can't say nothing that tonight. Lakers are a different team, Aqua nigga. Different team tonight.
Yeah.
The pieces fit.
Mama Mentality, man. Where you at, bro?
Hey, Cuba.
Yes, sir.
Cuba, you're clear. You're clear, bro. You're clear.
As far as I know, I am. Yeah.
Hey, I got a bone to pick. What the hell is a Mamba mentality? Somebody please explain to me what Mamba mentality is.
Jacking up
a step on your throat, a killer mentality.
No, it's
What's
not.
What's up, Laker for life? What's happening with you, bro?
It's a combination of things. If you read the book, like, it's a combination of things. But I guess the way to describe it would be like just the will to get through things, play through pain, and things like that. More than it actually is about killing. It's about being available, really.
It's Michael Jordan mindset, Brandon. That's what it is.
Yeah. No, I'm with you, but it's not just about the the snake part of it, of the attack and kill. There's a whole there's a lot to do it. Like
practice.
So if I take on the Jordan mentality, I have to take 2 years off though. Don't I have to take 2 years off?
Well, you gotta take 2 years off and
still
come
be
back and
considered
lose a playoff series, but most people don't acknowledge that.
Yeah, but you know what else too? I got to wear Hanes boxers and eat a lot of ball parts.
We're gonna pivot off that.
I know. Pause.
The last time we pivoted, it was that good.
We're not gonna talk about no ball.
I forgot to put the pause. I forgot to insert the pause.
I couldn't talk about Atlanta. You can't talk about ball parts.
Yeah,
you
gotta eat a lot of ball parts.
I said pause before the statement I said. You feel me?
You're about to be on Cuba's list.
Got that right. Hey man, you know what happened?
Put the pause in that.
You know what? You just made the list, goddammit.
Yeah, but that's Jordan. But am I lying? That's Jordan's mentality, though. That's his
What,
damn
eating a bunch
mentality.
of ballparks?
Eating ballparks, wearing Hanes underwear, and
And,
taking
what-
2
and what
years
else?
off.
And what else? Socking teammates?
What you talking about? Whitey tighties?
Socking teammates. That's right. Yeah, that's right.
While drinking Gatorade.
And Gatorade. Yeah, Gatorade too.
And being
Standing there in
bald.
the middle of the living room drinking Gatorade and some Hanes Whitey tighties.
Well,
Bro,
eating weed
I
without a
just thought
box.
of something.
Tiny.
Oh, I just thought of something. Old heads would know this. People forget that when Jordan was going bald, he never shaved his head. So he had a worse bald spot than LeBron. People, do you remember that?
He did for a while, yeah.
Yeah,
He
he
did.
did.
That man
Yeah,
got
he
that
did.
freaking Tom Thibodeau.
He had the George Jefferson. Michael
He wasn't as bad as Clyde. He wasn't as bad as
Again, bro.
he wasn't as bad as Clyde Drexler though.
Oh,
Clyde Drexler was the
man.
worst.
Oh,
Clyde was the worst.
oh, God.
Clyde didn't care.
Clyde was
Clyde
the
still
worst.
doesn't care.
bro,
Yeah,
Clyde
no,
was
Clyde
27
didn't
looking
care.
47.
No, Kareem was the worst.
No, Walt
Kareem was
Frazier,
the
man. Walt Frazier still don't
Walt
give it.
Frazier.
Walt still don't care.
Needs to be off the hook.
Yeah.
Kareem was bad though. Kareem was real bad.
Hey,
Yeah,
man,
he
how
was.
many points
Kareem
the
cut his
GOAT
head
got?
bald.
How many points Brian got?
He's not hooping. He's not hooping tonight.
I heard Braun had like 11 points, something like that. Because somebody
Man, oh my God, man. Y'all
let me look it
gonna
up.
ruin his points. Now he's gonna go down to 22. This is this man, I can't believe it. If
Well, I'm gonna tell you right now. I'm gonna tell you right now. Now that
fault.
His
no,
numbers
now
are
that
definitely gonna go down.
Oh, no try. Oh, nice try, bro.
I
They're
mean, his
winning.
But here's the thing.
His average
Here's the
gonna go
thing,
down to
though.
22 anyway with all these new players.
Yeah, here's the thing, though. Here's the thing. There's a good thing you'll notice right away. Braun's scoring is gonna go down because one, he got the record already, and two, other guys' scoring is gonna go up. So
Yeah, we
you're
we
gonna.
got the record, but we trying to extend that record. You feel me? Get the 45,000.
No, him chasing that record, him chasing that record contributed to us. Him chasing that record contributed to us losing a lot of games. So now that that's behind us, it's a blessing.
Well, I ain't gonna put all that. I ain't gonna put all that on him. I'm putting AD missing.
No, I'm dead. I'm serious. I'm serious. You're gonna
It's a
see it.
combination of things. It was that Russell Westbrook and AD not playing. It was a combination.
No. I agree, but I'm saying that was a layer of it too. It was.
You know what, Jeff?
I agree.
If you say something like that again, you'll be added to the list.
What, the list of no quarterbacks?
Oh God, that's a separate list.
No, I'm just saying. Like, I mean, he was going after it. You know what I mean? I'm not faulting him for it. I'm just saying that it didn't, like, there were games where he was, out there just making sure he got his 30, and that's not how Braun plays. You know what I mean?
No.
So if you noticed, he went so hard in that game to make sure he got it that night that he couldn't even finish the game. You know what I mean? So it's like, it's now that that's behind us, it'll be better.
He got 13, 7, and 6.
There you go.
Yeah. And look at the score of the game.
Exactly. This is what should have been happening from the beginning of the season.
Balance.
Malik got 25 and 22 minutes.
This is what's going to preserve LeBron for the playoffs. This is
Austin Reeves was balling, and then AD's not even going crazy tonight either.
Even Mo Bamba got 9 and 7.
Hold on, what's AD's full stat line? Because I see somebody
8 rebounds.
stat line.
What's AD? Does he have 8 rebounds? That's all I need to know.
No one mentioned that stat line he had when Braun won't playing.
And how many he's got? Let's see AD.
Man, it was like 5 of 20 something.
AD's got 12 and 12.
Oh, perfect.
12 and 12.
He's 12 and 12 with 5 fall down.
And Austin got 17.
If you would have told me LeBron got under 15 and Anthony Davis got under 15, I would have been like, we lost this game.
No, but I'm telling you, Austin Reeves scored 17 points in the third quarter. He was him and Beasley held down the entire third. They put this game away.
They put this game away.
And then what you're doing is now you got these other guys winning.
This is Golden State without Steph, and they're horrible road team.
Yeah, I got a question.
Worst road team.
And I'm good with that. But at the end of the day, this is winning 3 out of 4. So I'm taking that. You know what I mean?
I mean, a win is a win.
That's fair.
We still got to get 17 wins, I think.
Hey, how come if something happens, if something's bad, the Bron haters got to say, "Oh, Bron got the teammates over there. You know, he got the trades to happen." But if it's a good game, Rob Pelinka did it.
Listen, I don't say that. I've been consistent on this channel. I said I give LeBron all the credit for the players that he brought in. I don't give Rob Pelinka no credit.
shock jocks need something to talk about, bro.
Yeah. I say LeBron is the greatest. I give LeBron all the credit for the moves. I said, listen, man, LeBron made some great moves at the trade deadline. He made some great moves.
It's just gonna be like LeBron's so great that people gonna find stuff to hate on him regardless of what it is.
Damn, man, you sound like Jadakiss.
He sounds like bees. Is that bees?
He do sound like kids.
Sound like bees.
He sound like Jada.
he do sound like Jadakiss.
What's a little raspy?
Yeah, my bad. I got booted out.
Dead or alive, man. Top 5 dead or alive.
Jada's a beast.
Oh, Jada's a beast, man, on the mic. Oh god.
Yeah, man, go ahead, man. Spit something. We got a versus battle. You versus the Canadian nigga.
I ain't got no bars like that.
Nah, just
Jada. Jada's nasty, bro. That whole group is nasty.
AD just look more happier on the bench. They over there dapping people up.
You know what's one of my favorite Jada lines is when he said that the girl's drink was warm, so he dropped his watch in her glass.
Yeah.
Oh, man. That's my favorite line.
Nah, when he said I'm not cocky, I'm confident. So when you tell me I'm the best, that's a compliment. Like, man.
Oh man, that man's sick, man.
Yeah, he's got endless.
Watching her glass.
Yeah, no, Jada's one of those dudes that there's rappers and there's rappers. You know what I mean? Jada raps.
I know.
Like, yeah, there's a whole.
Jada's on another level, man.
Hey man, you know this is gone when there's a guy named Ty Jerome in for the Warriors. Who the hell is
basketball? Like, I could talk basketball all day, but hip hop I can go in for it, man. That's my.
Oh, bro, you don't want to talk. You don't want to talk hip hop with me, bro.
All right, man.
Well, well, look, man. You got somebody in Canada who raps. God damn it, and you still ain't solved that situation. What's going on, man? I'm sick and tired of this, dog. Get Tory Lanez out of jail.
Why are you trying to hide from the fact that the Lakers are winning? And you came in here with your
bad the Lakers hater.
Hey, Infamous.
Lakers.
Hey, Infamous.
Yes,
you can't tell me that Havoc is the most slept on producer in the game. Period. That boy Havoc is nuts.
Yeah, you got a point there. Yeah,
I mean, just Quiet Storm alone, bro. My God.
Oh, yeah.
Wait, I got another question regarding the Lakers. So let's say the Lakers get far right and win the chip. Are people gonna say Bron had too much help?
They're gonna say he stacked the deck.
All the Bron hater narratives out there.
They're gonna say he had to stack the deck.
They always say that, but
no. What they
realize though. They don't realize that the teams, when they see how good LeBron was, they start building teams to beat LeBron. Like literally.
There you go.
So I mean, he had to.
Nah, they're gonna say Kawhi was hurt. They're gonna say it doesn't make it don't matter. Like if he loses, it's his fault. If he wins, it's not his. It's someone else's fault. Like it just is what it is.
Are we gonna say the same thing about KD though? If KD wins.
No, if KD wins, he won. Whoever wins wins.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
But look at his team though.
No, I get it, but that's been his move since 2016. That's nothing different.
That's what
you know what I mean?
He told you he don't want to be responsible for a team. He just want to play.
But I can't blame him because look, I can't blame him for the same reason I can't blame Bron, because Bron did what he did to counteract what the Celtics did. And then KD did what he did to counteract what Bron did. And then it's just like, okay, everyone's trying, and it just doesn't work out as much as you think.
Everybody in the league doing it.
And then
well, no, they're getting away from it. The teams that are winning are getting away from it.
No,
but here's the thing that I don't understand. Here's the thing. You as a GM, your job is you're being paid to make your team better. Are you just going to say, you know what? I'm not going to make my team better because I'm stacking the deck? No, you get the best players and you make your team better. Like, why are you getting upset at somebody trying to make their team better?
Started that shit.
Well, the problem is, Yeah, but the problem is when you have a GM that gets one of these star players like a LeBron, like a KD, even a Kawhi. The problem is now your job is not building your team. Your job is making that player happy. So then what you got to do then, which sucks, but it's just the reality of the situation. So your job is taken from you. So here's the thing: you get none of the credit, but all of the blame.
Yeah,
The GM.
it's okay for them to do it, but let's shit on a player that wants to make his own squad or whatever.
But that's his job,
Listen,
though.
man,
The
I don't
player's
blame.
job is not to
Listen,
build a team. Y'all got to
as
stop
a as
it.
No, I agree with you.
listen,
I agree with you
Ross made the
100%. No. I agree with you. That's my point. I agree with you. The problem is they're just not doing it. They're bowing to the player. But I agree with you.
But what I'm saying is you can't compare the Celtics. Saying Brown responded to the Celtics. The Celtics GM did their job.
Deep, bro. We looking pretty deep right now,
doing
bro.
their
this
job.
shit.
Exactly. You're doing your
No,
job.
the Celtics GM did their job, and then Pat Riley went out and did his.
No. Pat
You know
Riley
what I mean?
didn't do that. Pat Riley
People
did
want
not
him to
do
stay
that.
on the
That
Cavs.
was
He wasn't gonna win
LeBron,
none on that
Dwayne
Cavs.
Wade, and Chris Bosh did that.
And
Pat Riley did not do
trust
that.
me, that's why I say it's not stacking the deck because
It
you
is
can't
stacking
stack.
the deck.
No, it's not stacking deck. It's a person doing their job.
No,
How can you call
that's
somebody
when the
doing their
GM
job
does
stacking
it.
the deck?
That's when the GM
Your
does it.
job is to win. Your job is to
That's
get
the
the best players and
GM.
win, which generates revenue,
But
which
that's the
generates revenue
GM,
for your
sir.
franchise. That's your
Listen,
job.
listen to what I'm saying. That's the GM's job.
All right,
But
but let
when
me
a
ask you a
player
question.
does
Let
it,
me ask you a question. Who's the
But
GM that who's the GM that draft? Wait, hold on. Who's the GM that drafted Wade that made Bron want to go there though?
who's the GM that drafted Dwayne Wade? I don't know who the GM was at the time that drafted Dwayne Wade.
Well, Pat Riley's run that team since he got there, so it was Riley.
Pat Riley.
Yeah, so what
I
I'm
don't know
saying
who's
is
the
I
GM.
can't take away credit from Riley because Bron said himself that he sat down when he was on the fence and Pat Riley put all those rings down in front of him and it swayed his mind. That was out of Bron's mouth
Listen.
himself.
Hold on.
Right.
They was already talking about that before
Of
this even
course.
happened, bro. So the
Talk is
discussion was
talk.
already there.
Talk is talk. Talk is talk. He
Talk ain't
closed
talk.
him.
Talk ain't talk.
But that's Pat Riley doing his job. That's
Yeah,
what he's
Pat
supposed to
Riley.
do.
I'm just going by what LeBron said himself that the man put his rings on the table in front of him.
I got
And who am I to take away from the man himself saying that? You know what I mean? So what I'm saying is I get what you're saying because what Danny Ainge did because KG, I know the whole story of this, bro. KG did not want to go there at first. He turned the trade down twice. Then they went back. They got Ray Allen, and then he changed his mind. So yeah, Danny Ainge did his job. I agree with you.
Yeah,
But
I cannot be mad at that.
but what Pat Riley did. What Pat Riley did was also doing his job, and then what Bob Myers did.
Go out there and recruit those guys. They were already being recruited themselves. They were already talking about it. He just had to come in and finish the job. That's it.
I'm lost.
Well, finishing the job is the hardest. It's a hard part. If you fumble that, if you fumble that,
that's the easiest part, though. That's not the
closing is the hardest, dude.
Closing
if you've been in sales, closing is the hardest.
All you gotta do is not fuck it up. That's it.
But you gotta understand, someone like Pat Riley, who's an alpha, for him to sit across the table and give in to Bron, like you gotta understand, bro. Like
he didn't give in to Bron.
No, what I'm saying, when he signed him, when he's
deep right now, bro.
Man, your quarterback's a running back, nigga.
Bro, I know.
It's like getting a girl. It's basically like getting a girl's number, and that's all you got. You got to close the deal, bro. You can't just get the number.
And Pat Riley and the owner had to agree to pay all those taxes. So it's like they had to. There's times, you know how many teams could have been put together, but the owners were like, "Nah, I'm not losing all that money." You know what I mean? So they do deserve credit. What's up, Rambo?
I'm not saying they don't deserve credit, but let's not act like the team wasn't already being spoken about amongst the players. They the one that started it. They the ones that came up with that idea. It was not Pat Riley.
So you don't think that Paul Pierce and Ray Allen were talking to KG trying to get all that done too? You think that was just executives? You don't think players talked in that scenario?
Yeah, the star players have a say too.
Wasn't Carmelo Anthony supposed to be the replacement for Bosh?
He was. So it was supposed to, where it was supposed to be was supposed to be Melo, but Melo got impatient and didn't wait till he became a free agent, and he signed a year early. So what happened was he had to stay there, and he couldn't be part of it. And then what it really was going to be is like they were trying to choose down between it was actually between Bosh and Stoudemire. So it wasn't just Bosh the whole time. That's where it's incorrect. So what I'm saying is like. And then even Boozer was in the mix there. So, like, at the end, if you watch the whole story in the documentary or they broke that down, it wasn't even for certain. Like, Bosh took that deal before Bron did. Bron was swaying at the end.
Yeah.
Like, he said it himself.
But Bron does everything, apparently.
Shit, that nigga Bamba almost went to the crossover.
See you at the crossroads.
Detroit. No, I'm just like I said. I'm just saying what these players have said themselves. Now, maybe they're telling the truth,
Out of
maybe
their
they're not.
mouths, yeah.
But Pat Riley to say that Pat Riley like had nothing to do with that. That was all the
Nobody
players. That
saying nothing, but what I'm saying is he didn't start the idea. The idea was started by the players. With the Celtics, the idea was not started by those players. Kevin Garnett didn't even want to go.
I mean, it kind of was because Paul Pierce was demanding out because he didn't want to be part of a rebuild. Paul Pierce almost became a Laker. Paul Pierce almost became a Laker.
Listen, how was it started when Kevin Garnett didn't want to go?
They started talking to Ray Allen. They got Ray Allen.
Garnett didn't want to go.
No, not in the beginning. I know. I'm the one that told you that. So, like, what I'm saying is, like,
I knew that already. But
so what I'm saying is that when they went out and made that move. So, how is that any different than like what Pat Riley? So, here's the thing: does Braun go to Miami if Pat Riley didn't build the foundation that he wanted to go to?
I'm not saying that. No, he doesn't.
That's what I'm saying. So Pat Riley gets credit for that. He built
some credit. I'm not
the.
saying he don't get it. Listen, what I'm saying. I'm not saying he doesn't get any credit. Of course, he gets credit. He's the GM. But once again, this conversation started with the players. That was a player orchestrated thing. It was executed by your GM, but it was a player orchestrated thing.
So you think the players in that Boston situation, no players talk? That's what you think?
I ain't say no players talk, but Kevin Garnett was not one of them, and Kevin Garnett was the second major piece in there. It's not the first major piece.
Well, he was the major piece. The other one was the piece that made it happen. Yeah. No, I could. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. But
so if he's not the one, if he wasn't talking, then it really don't mean shit.
And to be honest, like he only ended up in Boston because McHale's punk ass refused to send him to the Lakers because he wouldn't do a deal with the Lakers. The Lakers had the better deal. The Lakers had the better deal, and the owners were talking, and it's what cost McHale his job actually because the owner's like, I'm paying you to do your job, and you're refusing to deal with the team because that was your rival when you played. Because the Lakers had the better trade. I know I'm going off topic. I'm sorry, but I'm just saying that's a fact too. So it's like, but I get what you're saying, but to think that like that Paul Pierce was driving that bus because he was the one saying he wanted out because he didn't want to go through a rebuild. Right, and that's and so they felt the pressure. They drafted Jeff Green, right? And then he's like, I don't want to sit here with this kid. I don't want to be another. I want vets. I remember that because I was so glued into that because I was convinced KG was going to be a Laker. Like I thought for sure we had him. You know what I mean? Because we had the best deal.
Hey Jeff, why don't you replace Tristan Thompson as an analyst, nigga? Man, god damn.
See, infamous, I told you he's an analyst.
The hell you do? No disrespect. I'm just saying, the hell you doing? You all this stuff, you know. Get this man on TV, damn it.
Well, I wish I could be on TV, man, but no, I mean it's just being around.
Thompson, that's for sure.
Well, no, it's just being around like during the situation. This was like a lot of people, but my man does know his stuff though. Like he's talking about stuff that actually like did happen. A lot of people don't know about that layer. That little layer of history could have changed everything. Like imagine like the Lakers if Kobe was playing with KG in that time. My God, you know what I mean? So like that's what was so frustrating about it because I mean they were offering up Bynum, Odom, picks. Like they had the better trade. It just McHale refused.
Still would have had Gasol, right?
No,
no. That was before. That was before we got Gasol. And actually, what we traded for Gasol, like we still would have had. You know what I mean? So it was like, so it's the same thing. It's the same thing with the CP3 thing. Like everyone's got that all jacked up too. Like it's
David Stern crushed that.
But it wasn't. So what I'm saying is like, look, like it was David. So what happened is like the Pelicans were owned by the NBA at that point. And what happened was is Dell Demps, who was the GM at the time, agreed to the deal without getting their approval. So then what happened, it leaks because agents are starting being told about it. It leaks and Mark Cuban goes ballistic. This was right after the lockout. And Mark Cuban starts going ballistic. Like, why the hell do we just have a lockout? And this is the thing. This is the layer that a lot of people don't understand what happened here. Is the Lakers made the trade, got the best player, and saved money. So the thing was, they're like, how the heck did you just deliver Chris Paul to the Lakers? They've got Dwight Howard lined up next, and they don't have to pay tax? What the? They're like, so the owners threw a fit. The problem is the deal leaked before it was actually completed. And then the league was like, no, the league didn't block the trade. The league said, no, we want more. And then Mitch Kupchak said F this and sent Lamar to Dallas. He backed out of the deal. That's what happened. So it wasn't, it's a whole different layer. Like people only tell the beginning of the story, but they don't tell the whole story.
Yeah, those are facts. All that was facts.
Yeah, so it's like, so yeah, the league paused the deal, yes, but the league didn't have a problem. The league didn't stop Chris Paul from going to the Lakers. They stopped the framework of that trade because they couldn't sell to the owners.
Because in his words, he said it was unfair.
No. He said the Lakers got punished for being too smart, was his words. Like that Mitch got punished for being too smart because he got the best player in the trade. He saved money, and they gained flexibility that they could still turn around and go get. They could still turn around and go get Dwight because they still had Bynum. So it's like
he finessed the game.
Yeah, but people are saying, "Oh, the league blocked the trade." That's just untrue. They didn't. That's why I'm like, "Oh, I think this trade is going to go through. The league will let it happen." The league did not stop that trade. They just said, "No, we can't." The Lakers, you can't get the best player and end up. You can't win this. You can't just rob this team while it's under our watch. Like we can't do that.
Wow,
that's what it was.
Owned by the NBA at that point.
Yeah, so like the owner George Shinn literally was like, "I'm done here, guys. Bye." He didn't do nothing. He said, "Let's talk about this. Let's do nothing." He literally walked out of his office and left the deed to the team on his desk. It said, "David Stern, come clean this up. I'm done."
I'm out of here.
And that's exactly what happened. And it's like, but people are like, "No, oh my God, they blocked the trade. They blocked it." That's not what happened. I get it's a better story.
This win, baby. Yeah. That's it.
Victory. So Aqua nigga, what are you gonna say now, bro?
The Lakers are off the list.
You can't say they're a better team now. You can't come with your bad energy, try to jinx them anymore.
Did Portland lose that game?
Yeah.
Yeah, Portland.
Yeah, so yeah, there we go. So we gained on Portland, we gained on OKC, we gained on the Pelicans, and we just gained on the Warriors. This is a good night, man.
Yeah, we probably picked up a game and a half tonight.
Man, it's so good. LeBron and AD are hugging. Like, look what's going on here, man.
Bro, it's gonna be a dogfight. It's gonna be a dogfight in the West, though.
Bro, the Lakers are going 18-5 to finish the year, bro.
It's gonna be a dogfight.
18-5.
That's what I said. I said we gotta get 18 games.
And I'm asking you a question.
Curry's looking at this. Curry's looking like,
yeah.
This is
Let me ask you guys a question.
Go ahead.
If I know Bro didn't put up a gang of points today, and I'm not saying he's going to do this, but let's say the Lakers go like 18-5, and they go from the 13th seed to the 6th seed, while with Bron averaging 30 in that stretch. Does he go in the MVP conversation?
No.
Nah, he can't.
No?
No, he can't. No.
All right. I'm just telling you.
If you really want people to come and hate you, man.
Here's my thing. Here's my thing.
You come up with that narrative. Don't do that.
I think he should be in the conversation. Because
here's my thing.
He should be in the conversation. He's missed.
If he pulls off an 18-5 run, averaging 30, and takes them from 13, Jokic got the MVP while in the 6th seed last season, right?
Yeah, last season he got it in the 6th seed.
Yeah.
Wasn't he averaging a triple-double or some shit?
No, I got you. But I'm saying, LeBron's averaging 30. You know what I mean?
If he gets regular today, bro. That's
Jokic stats are out of this world, though, man. They're like
30 is
2K
nothing
numbers.
Today.
I can't believe this dude's about to be a 3-time consecutive MVP. That's just crazy.
Hey, Embiid is saying, "Hold my beer, bro."
I know, but the gap is so wide. So did you see that straw poll, which is a legit one? That one that Bontemps does? Like, that's a legit one. There's no way in hell Joker's losing this MVP. It's not happening.
I don't think he should get it, man.
I don't think he should. Well, he's having a better year. He's having a better year than he did last year. So last year was my beef. I just don't think he should keep 3 in a row.
It's media narrative and media voted though. So if the media wants Embiid to,
but even the media typically doesn't allow this. Like this never happened with Bron when he was a media darling. This never happened with Steph when he was a media darling. This would be the only 4th player in history to ever do this.
Yeah, but here's the media may look at it and say, "Hey, we've already given Jokic the MVP already. We need to give it to somebody else," because that's what they did with Jordan. Remember?
No, man. I'm telling you that this straw poll is like never wrong.
I don't know, man.
It's never wrong, and it's like the gap is so wide. Like I think Embiid got crazy robbed last year.
All I know is if I had a vote, I'm not giving it to Jokic.
Well, even Giannis never got 3 in a row. You know what I mean? So it's like
I'm giving it to Embiid. If Embiid can keep up, if Embiid can stay healthy and keep it up, I'm giving it to him.
I think the media is just tired of the Sixers acting like they about something and they're just falling apart crazy every time they get there. But
Yeah,
this
but
team's different this
it's a
year.
regular season award though.
No, I
That's
know, but
why.
this team
Yeah,
is
it's a
different
regular
this year.
season.
It's just I gave up on Philly. I didn't want to buy into them, but I I'm still like annoyed with them. But it's like they're different this year. Harden's different this year. Like you could
Yeah,
see,
he
like
is.
his defense is so much better this year. So
He's playing with a
it's
purpose. He's playing with a purpose.
yeah. Well, he's playing. Yeah, he's playing. But it's so I did this. So you know, you've got to win a championship historically. Typically, well, back in the day, you had to be top 5 offense. Everything was top 5 before. Now with inflated stats, it's stretched to top 10. So translating to today's game, you'd have to be top 10 offensive rating, top 10 defensive rating, top 10 fewest turnovers, top 10 3-point percentage. And there's only 2 teams in the league that have that right now. And if one of them's not a team,
let me guess. Let me take a guess. Boston and the Nuggets.
That's why I looked at the data. But you'd be surprised that Denver is only in one of those, and that's offense and 3-point. So it's like it's Boston and Philly.
Oh, it's Boston and Philly. Oh, okay.
Yeah. The closest to them is right on the border, but outside of it is Cleveland. But
really,
typically, those are the metrics that mean championship. Like typically, I'm not saying
you got to be top 10. You got to be top 10 in defense and offense. Is usually that was the metrics before.
And the low turnovers.
Changed now.
Yeah, well, the metrics used to be top 5. They've expanded to top 10 because offense has increased so much. So it's, but like they're the only 2 teams doing it, and that's why I'm like, damn. But because I was really looking in at Denver trying to see, because I don't see it with them. I don't see them even making it to the Western Final. So I'm like, what am I missing? Because I'm watching it with my eyes and it's telling me they're not going to do it. So I'm like, let me see what the numbers say, and the numbers don't say it either.
Yeah, but X-Men. He said he wanted didn't Larry Bird win 3 MVPs?
Larry Bird did. No, I said there's only been, if he does it, there will only be 4 in history that have done it.
Right. No, but X-Men is saying that Dr. J won the MVPs 3 straight times in the ABA, but I'm saying
no,
that
it's not
Larry
NBA.
Bird won it 3 times in the NBA.
It was Wilt, Larry Bird.
Yeah.
And who's the third? I just know the names that aren't on it. Michael Jordan, Magic Johnson, Kareem Abdul-Jabbar, like LeBron James. These names are not on that list. You get what I mean? And if Joker's about to be, that's crazy. I forget who the third person.
Let's wait. Maybe they'll throw a monkey wrench in it. I mean, he's not
Pippen is the
secured
most
yet.
underrated player in NBA history.
That's I mean
who'd you say is the most underrated?
Scottie Pippen.
That's cap as fuck.
Yeah, for facts. That's facts.
No, I don't know about NBA history, but I know he's crazy underrated. He is.
He's 6-0.
Yeah, I understand he's 6-0, but the nigga's a 7-time All-Star to 17 years.
Listen, man, the narrative is like, Jordan's 6-0. Yeah, but Scottie Pippen's 6-0.
No, I got you. And Shaq and Kobe have 1 MVP each. You know what I mean? It doesn't necessarily.
7-time All-Star, bro, out of 17 years.
Nah, Pippen was a beast, bro. Pippen was a beast.
I'm not saying he wasn't a beast, but what I'm saying
and Jordan didn't start winning until he got Pippen.
7-time,
and Jordan didn't stay winning until he had
17 years.
There you go.
No, I hear you, but I think you got to understand. Like I said, I sometimes we talk here. I don't know how old people are and if they actually physically watch the games or if they're looking at stats or highlights. I don't know, so I'm not going to assume.
Trust me, I watch the games, and that's why.
No, I'm not saying that. That's what I'm saying. I just want to be clear. So what I'm just going off of is saying is that I don't want to make assumptions. All I'm saying is I think people forget how much of his game Pippen sacrificed. You know what I mean? To make sure to be that player and to make that focus. Same thing, similar to what Worthy did on the Lakers. Worthy could have been, you know what I mean? But there's dudes who sacrifice their game for the sake of winning.
Absolutely.
And Pippen sacrificed his game so much to cater to Jordan because he knew he could win that way, and he guarded the other team's best player. So when Jordan was out there playing defense and getting all those defensive teams and all that stuff, he was guarding the second best player on the team. You know what I mean? So it's like people forget that Pippen helped Jordan's accolades as well, but people don't like to admit that. But I don't know if I would call him the most underrated of all time. I don't know if I'd go that far, but he's definitely. We
do something in basketball that I got to stop doing, and I hate it. And I got to stop doing it myself, and I hate when other people do it. Stop judging basketball like it's fucking. Sorry, my language. Stop judging basketball like it's tennis.
Yeah, like it's a one person sport. Like they control everything.
Jordan doesn't win championships. The team, he has to have a team constructed around him. Teams win championships, not individual
You
players.
have to have a good owner. Yeah, you have to have a good owner, a good organization, good coaching, good
so many
training, good
factors.
everything. That's what Jerry Krause said.
Jordan won these chips and
No.
LeBron won the chip. No.
Well, Jerry Krause said that and got killed for it. He's like, players don't win championships, organizations win championship, and the dude got slaughtered but he got slaughtered for saying that.
Wow, you should.
Yeah, but it is true. But it's I hate like you mean to tell me that Charles Barkley was not a monster because he didn't win a ring that he's not a legend? You know what I mean? Like Malone, Stockton, like these dudes, like Patrick Ewing, like these dudes that were just bad luck, bad timing, bad division, bad conference. Like,
we every time we get into these arguments, that's why I killed it. I'm done with the GOAT debate. I don't participate. I don't everybody knows my opinion on the GOAT debate. I believe that there's no such thing as a GOAT because it's not factual. It's something that can't be proven because it's an opinion-based conversation. Anytime somebody mentions a GOAT debate, you can't prove it. It's an opinion. It's a strictly opinion. You can't go somewhere and say this person is definitively a GOAT. And to say somebody is the GOAT, you're insulting the players from the past, the future, and the present.
Or I also hate when you say like, oh, like the 96 Bulls would beat the 2016 Warriors. Like we'll never see the matchup, so we don't know.
It's a narrative. It's hypothetical. Everything that goes around the GOAT debate is all hypothetical. Everything is hypothetical. So I don't participate in GOAT debates anymore. Anybody want to come up with GOAT debates and say this person's the GOAT? I say no.
Yeah, I don't like the GOAT either.
I don't do it anymore. I don't do it anymore. It's nonsense.
I think a good debate is the one that I don't know who said it, but I'm not saying agreeing with the player, but who the most underrated player of all time? That's a good debate.
Yeah, underrated players. That's a good debate. That's
a good debate. I'd have to think about that. I would really have to think about that. I don't know who said that, but I don't necessarily.
I gotta give Bees credit. Bees said one of the most pathetic things I've ever heard somebody say, and he said, "No, like this guy said something, and it really hit me, and like I was like, damn." And he said it perfectly. I give him the credit because I'm gonna say it, but I'm not giving myself the credit. I'm giving him the credit. And he said the reason why LeBron is judged the way he's judged is because people, when they look at LeBron, they have Michael Jordan goggles on. Every time a player judges LeBron or we talk about LeBron, we put Michael Jordan goggles on or we put Kobe goggles on.
Well, that's
what makes it unfair.
Well, that Kobe went through the same thing. Kobe got the Jordan goggles. You know what I mean?
Yeah, and
that's why I said I never wanted to see. I was the Kobe fan that had to deal with the Jordan fan. So I never wanted to be that Kobe fan that did LeBron like that. You know what I mean? I want to appreciate the man's greatness while we have him. I want to watch it. You know, I want to see this because like people are like dudes got entire YouTube channels get on here 3 times a day or all day just bashing LeBron, and it's like that's
it's getting tired now.
I don't think people look at it with Jordan glasses on. They didn't.
Yeah, they do.
Now. Hold on. They do now, but they did not do that for the first
10 years, 10 years or so of his career. Yeah, I agree with you on that.
Yeah,
I agree with you on that.
To LeBron.
Well, you know why they didn't the first 10 years? Why they didn't do it is because Kobe was still in the league.
I say because he wasn't being mentioned with the GOATs. So it was only when y'all started trying to compare him to being the GOAT.
But there's no such thing as a GOAT. A GOAT is an animal.
But they started to call him possibly the greatest of all time. He called himself the greatest of all time after 2016.
Yeah.
Here's the thing.
So we got to put Michael Jordan glasses on after that.
But
you're right.
We gotta do.
Braun steps in it himself sometimes. He steps in it.
This is what we got to do. We got to eliminate the word GOAT from the lexicon and just put sustained dominance and excellence. And look at a player's resume sustained dominance and replace it with those 2 words.
It's just one word, man. Legend. You're a legend. You're a legend.
Yeah, legend. Yeah, you can even do that. I accept that one too. That's a good one too. Legend.
Because I'm saying like
a legend or a superstar. Because you can't use the word GOAT. Because if you say somebody's the GOAT, right, you're insulting past, you're insulting players that are in present, and you're insulting a player from the future because you're saying that there's no way that a player in the future can be greater than this one player that you're mentioning.
What you're saying, bro. That's not what they're saying.
I hate the word superstar too because they're giving that away like candy now too. But
Calling somebody the GOAT doesn't mean that there's not going to be somebody that overtakes them in the GOAT in the
No,
future.
okay. Can I ask you a question? What does a player have to do to surpass LeBron? Well, no. I'll ask you a question then. What does a player have to do to surpass Michael Jordan as the GOAT then? As most people have Michael Jordan as GOAT. What
they
would a
gotta go.
player have to do?
They'd have to go 7-0 to Jordan
No, they
fans.
don't have to go 7-0. You have to win almost as many championships and be more statistically dominant, or you have to win more championships and be almost as statistically dominant.
Can
If
I
you
can I
understand
can
what
I
I'm saying.
can I
Yeah,
respond to
so
that? Can I
okay.
respond to that? You know that somebody has won more championships than
Who?
Jordan, right?
You said who?
There's Bill Russell. Bill Russell has won more.
I said, didn't you hear the statistically dominant
Yeah,
part
and
of
there's
that?
better. But
Did you
Michael
hear the
Jordan is
statistically
not number
dominant?
one in any major
Did you
statistical
hear the
category.
statistically dominant, sir? Did
No,
you
he
hear
was
that?
He's not statistically dominant.
he was statistically done.
No, he wasn't. What was his average score?
No, I'm talking about Joe. I'm talking about Mike. I'm talking about
Okay,
Mike.
yeah.
Yeah. No.
That's the point I'm trying to
I
make.
know.
Mike
I'm
is
not judging the guys I
statistically
didn't see
dominant.
play. You know, I can't judge. I can't judge Bill. I didn't see him in my own eyes. I can look up stats all I want, but it's not the same. You know, I have to see him in my own eyes.
We gotta stop
Well,
parroting
both when you
the
can see
narrative,
them with
though.
your own eyes. Yeah, I mean, I
But
use
I'm
them both
saying you got
together.
to do both. You got to win championships and be statistically dominant.
But he's not.
Bill Russell won championships, but he was not statistically dominant like Jordan.
He was defensively, but it doesn't
I
get the
talking
credit
about
for that. You know?
How can you?
dominant.
Yeah.
Here's the thing: how could you be dominant and you're not number one in any category, major statistical category?
Who? Jordan was
or number one on the list, or
Jordan is
even
number
top 5.
one.
What's that?
Jordan had 10 scoring titles. He has the highest scoring average of any player.
Yeah. I'm not gonna take nothing away from Mike. My beef is with the
debate I chose not to get into. But I'm saying
no. But it's not a goat debate. It's not a goat debate.
Not close in rebounds, no. Assists,
What are you talking
no.
about?
Steals,
he's
no.
number one in scoring.
No, Jordan was a beast with Jordan was a again, but Jordan was a beast with steals too. Then Pippen got there, he took that role from him.
He's
So
number one in scoring, bro. He has the highest scoring average of any player ever.
I'm saying all time though.
That's
all
time. That's longevity. You're making a longevity argument now.
That's not a longevity argument.
That is a longevity argument.
I agree with what you say, but my thing is this. At one point, my thing is I also count the years that they never made the finals. I also count the years they didn't make the playoffs, the years they got knocked out early. And I'm not just saying this. I'm not just saying this about Jordan. I'm saying like in general. So my thing is if someone say, okay, hey, you take this round and you argue for LeBron, because I can argue for both sides, really, right? You know, because I love watching them both. I love watching them both play. But if you're gonna sit here and say like, okay, so I don't like someone being punished for for not winning the finals, even though they made it there. Like, I think that's still an accomplishment. You know what I mean? So at the same time, like it could have been years that he just missed the playoffs consecutively and just wasn't involved. I think part of why he got so big is because he was just relative every single year, like literally every single year. So I can't remember in my lifetime, I've never seen a player be that. Even in years where he missed. Even in the years where he missed. No. But I'm saying even in the years where Bron missed the playoffs, they were still crazy relevant because they were closing in the 4th seed when he got hurt. You know what I mean? So it's like, but again, I'm not trying to make the argument for LeBron. I'm trying to make the argument for the narrative.
You can't make argument for neither, because if somebody says Jordan is the GOAT, I say, okay, prove it.
Well, mine isn't GOAT. Mine isn't GOAT. Mine isn't GOAT. What I'm saying is just the argument of discrediting a player like Barkley, like Malone, like Stockton, like Ewing, like these dudes.
That's what I was saying.
And I feel like Malone, went to 2 finals. He just ran into Jordan. You know what I mean? And Barkley was an MVP, went to the finals, ran into Jordan.
That's the point.
Do you know how many championships Duncan would have had if he didn't run into Kobe and Shaq? You know what I mean? So it's like matchups are a part of this too, and I just think I think there's so many guys that were just so great and so good, and choosing one of them is like, my God.
When we make these kind of arguments, we have to throw in a whole bunch of hypotheticals. You see what I'm saying?
I hate tearing down one man to build up another.
Argument is fallacy. It doesn't work. Because you're literally insulting the players from the past, the current players, and the players that will be coming in the future. And that's why it should be eradicated from the lexicon and removed. We should
Well, I
not be
don't think
talking
goat.
about goats
I
anymore.
don't think goat means it can't be
Nonsense.
topped. I don't think the word
Thank you.
goat means final. I think goat means is
Thank
that's
you.
the best they've seen to date. But so I don't
Thank
think goat is indefinite. It like
I don't use it anymore.
is
Sustained
forever.
dominance, legends, and excellence, man. That's it.
No, no,
This
no,
man
no,
has
no. But
sustained dominance for
Okay,
his
but what I'm
for
saying is
his
like because everyone had Joe Montana as the GOAT for forever, right? And then Brady came around. Now everyone's like, no, there's still some people have a debate. I don't think there's a debate there, but what I'm saying is like you could be regoated. You know what I mean? It's happened. But what I'm
But
saying
why
is
can't
it's
we just
just
look at these players within their decades though and say this player was a dominant player for his decade and this player, like for
I agree
example,
with
we
that
can
one.
say Jordan was dominant in his time period. Bill Russell was
eras
dominant
are
in his
important.
period, and so on and
Eras
so
are
on.
important.
It's better if we do
Eras
that.
Errors are important, and infamous. You got to be
Yeah,
careful
errors important.
saying you got to stop. Be careful saying stop the goat talk because YouTube might shut you down. Half their
I'm
business
stopping the GOAT talk right now.
is goat debates.
I'm gonna be putting out listen, when I get my channel, I'm gonna a channel. I'm gonna put a big GOAT sign and put a damn X in between it.
Nah, you
X
put the
over it.
non-smoking sign around the goat, right?
Yeah, I'm gonna put the non-smoking sign on the GOAT. It's coming. I'm
hold
telling
on.
you, don't steal my idea. It's coming. It's coming. That's exactly what my
If we
channel
were
is
to go
gonna
by
be.
decade,
I'm gonna remove the GOAT,
name your
the GOAT
player,
from the
every
lexicon.
decade. We
A
got you.
player or players? One player per
Player?
decade?
One player per decade. Who's your GOAT?
All right. I can't go like I'm just gonna say the 70s just because history says so. I didn't see this myself, but I'm gonna say Kareem in the 70s. 80s, I'm gonna go Magic. 90s Jordan. 2000s Kobe. 2010s Bron.
All right. What about you?
Bro, I can't disagree with that. That's right on.
All right. I think I got the same, except I think there's more of a debate when it comes to 2010 because where Brian won 4, Steph won 3.
If we take winning away and just talk about just dominance of an individual play, Bron from 2010, 2018 alone.
Okay.
That is just he was just even if he didn't
understandable.
Yeah, so that's my beef. I think sometimes we get and obviously it's the most important thing in the sport is to win. But if we're talking about someone's greatness,
I got you.
Yeah, because Braun, I like Steph definitely dented his armor. You know what I mean? But Braun, what he did in that stretch was one of the best stretches I've ever seen in my life.
Yeah, it was crazy.
But yeah, he was dominant. But I wish my biggest regret. I had no control over it. But I wish I could have seen Kareem play because when they talk about the best to ever do it and the debate that Infamous doesn't like, the second you let someone else into the argument, you have to include him, though. You know what I mean?
Yeah, and I'm honest, man. I don't understand people who say when they say like it ain't no GOAT. I'm sorry, to me it is. As X-Man just pointed out, it's too clear.
In a sport where your objective is to play to be the best. I think I'm okay with someone who they feel is the best. Like, because my thing is you just can't. I think what Infamous is saying is you can have 5 people in a room and they can have 5 different GOATs in their opinion. You know what I mean? So,
right, but I'm saying, so you got somebody like Jordan who has 2 3-peats, 2 back to back. That's hard to. Nobody else done it. Magic doesn't have 1. Kobe has 1. That's Kobe and Shaq. Like that. That is.
Kobe almost. Damn man, he could have almost had 2, but
yeah, he could.
He could, but he couldn't get it. So we can't say he did. I off the top of my head, I can't speak to those '60s Celtics and if they had back-to-back 3-peats, and I don't think they did. But I know that those teams won a lot. Like in the '60s,
you literally got to go all the way back to the '60s where it was. Just
no. But I think Russell. I think what Bill Russell did, like because offense wasn't at a premium back then, so he literally like dominated the game on the defensive side, which allowed them to win those games. So it's like obviously I never saw the man play. I just go off my grandpa told me. You know what I mean? But that guy was special in his way. You know what I mean? So it's like it's crazy. Like I think when people just discredit the fact that the man has all those rings, like I think they have to at least look into him before they just like, oh, that was the '60s, or oh, he didn't play offense, but he was the driving force to them winning. You know what I mean?
Yeah, but
So it's
we're
like,
gonna always take the offensive player over the defensive player. I mean, that's just
yeah, no, I got you. Like Jerry West having only one championship because he had to face those Celtic teams. You know what I mean? And the fact that the man got an MVP in the final, a Finals MVP in a Finals that he lost. That's how great he was. You get what I mean? Like I think that's the only time that's happened. So it's like, but he got an MVP in a Finals that he lost. So I think that's probably the only time in the history that the loser was celebrated. You know what I mean? Because he was that good. Just like Braun in what 2015 when they lost Kyrie and Kevin Love. And here's the thing: like we don't even know what happens to the Warriors if they lose that series. You know what I mean?
Right.
So it's like it changed history. So these are the things that make sports so special. And the thing is about it, and that's what I hate when people are, oh, well, because they were hurt. They were hurt. I can't remember the last time an NBA champion or a team got to the championship round, maybe not even one, without benefiting from a team that was hurt. You have to be lucky as well as good. You know what I mean? It's every year it happens.
Yeah, that's what we're gonna figure in because a lot of injuries happen to get.
Yeah, every year. The team who's left standing is usually the most healthy. You know what I mean? And obviously obviously good enough to win when they get there. You know what I mean? But you have to have some luck. You have to.
Right. I'm just glad my Lakers are balling, man. Malik Beasley out here looking like somebody I want to keep around.
Yeah, man. His shot is when he's on, like that's a layer that I can't believe we got all them for what we gave up. It's just crazy.
Hell, Rob Pelinka.
Yeah, no doubt. I've been saying that like all year. But his patience paid off for sure.
People being impatient, and I've always stood by Rob because I haven't seen him make that many bad moves. He had a few bad moves in there, but for the most part, he did his job.
Well, like I said, when it goes wrong, the GM gets the blame. When it goes great, the star player gets the credit, right? So everyone knows Braun pushed for that Russ trade. I mean, you know what I mean? But Pelinka had to wear it, and you know what? Not once did he come out publicly and blame Braun for it.
Right, exactly. He chose to wear it. He came out and said, "I'll wear it."
Yep, he did, and he got extended and got a raise because he did his job. You know what I mean? He didn't. He's not his job to be in front of the camera and get the attention. You know what I mean?
Right. Yeah.
But Rob knows what he's doing, man. Like, and if he's just left alone to work, like people forget, like Magic didn't get AD, Pelinka did. You know what I mean? Like Magic was gone already. Magic tried to get AD. They couldn't get the deal done in time.
Right.
Norton's told him no. You know what I mean? Pelinka got that deal done.
But I don't know what it is with Rob Pelinka. Everybody wants to take all the credit away from him. Like it's ridiculous.
It's the Braun factor, man. It's just what it is. It's like, again, when you're Braun, the coach and the GM get all the blame, and he gets all the credit. It's like being the third star on Braun's team, the Kevin Love, the Chris Bosh.
Right. Chris Bosh
that third player, takes those. So like, look at Chris Bosh. That's another player that's going to be looked on his history not being as great as what he could have been had he stayed in Toronto because he chose winning and took the sacrifice. These guys get punished for choosing winning. You know what I mean?
Right. So even with Bosh, like I said, Bosh, I think he made like 10 All-Star games or something. Like what I'm saying, like even him making that sacrifice as a third field, he
made All-Star games, but numbers weren't the same.
Yeah, but I look at somebody like Scottie Pippen, and people tell me he's so great. I was young then. I didn't get to watch those games. I was maybe 7, 8, 9, 10. No.
Pippen was great. I wouldn't call him the most underrated of all time. I wouldn't go that far because I think he gets his accolades, but he was great. Like he was great, and he sacrificed.
The champion, my fault, bro.
He was underrated. He was.
So he was underrated. Like I said, I would agree with that, but I don't know if I call him the most underrated of all time. I think that's a good debate. I don't know off the top of my head who that would be, but I don't think it's Pippen because he's a top. I mean, underrated means someone who didn't. Pippen was top 50 all time. When they did those, so that you can't be underrated and be in top 50.
But
I'm sorry. You can't be the most underrated of all time. Sorry, and be in the top 50.
Yeah,
but
a lot of people don't. They think Jordan. He was a good player. I remember watching him play. I've seen him play in the 90s.
Yeah, no, he was great.
Yeah, he was good.
He was good enough to be a number. He was good enough to be a number one. I don't know about steady champion number one.
He's a great two-way player.
He was one of the best two-way players I've ever seen. Not just great. He was one of the best two-way players I've ever seen.
Yeah, because his defense is
you know what I mean?
great.
Yeah, like I don't like.
I'm great.
I think I think the debate is. I think a good debate is when it's all said and done is who would you have like would you rather have like Pippen or Kawhi? I think that's like a good debate, like a good comp. You know what I mean?
Pippen.
I get it, but I'm saying,
I'm taking Kawhi on that. Yeah, I can't.
But that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. It's a good debate because when you look at their numbers, and I've seen them both play. At some point, Pippen's availability has to give him a little bit of a nudge there. You know what I mean?
Oh well.
So, but if we're talking skill,
I'm just talking about did they both healthy on the court playing?
Yeah. And Kawhi didn't blossom into this player he is now until like what 2017, 2018. You know, I mean, he's a 20-point a game scorer for his career.
Man. Kawhi kind of got carried, man. He got carried. He got carried.
He got what?
Yeah, early on he did.
No. That's what I'm saying. But he was young. You know what I mean? He got, but when he came into his own.
I'm sorry,
like that 2019 Kawhi was like he had the third most points in a playoffs of any player ever. Like it's 700 something. Yeah. Like that 2000. I mean, you know what I mean. He didn't have a great game 6, the game they won, but his overall playoff series that year was ridiculous. When he came into his own.
Kawhi's not top 10 small forward. I don't see him as a top small forward. Top 10.
Not top 10? Well, no, I mean, he's still got time to go. He's still got time to go. Yeah, so I don't know.
The thing that stopped that is his availability.
He ain't he ain't better than Paul Pierce. I'm sorry, he's not better than Paul Pierce to me.
No, I would. Well, I mean, he's better. I mean, he's better all around player than Paul Pierce. Paul Pierce was a bucket, but that was it. You know what I mean?
I mean, as careers, so no, he's not. We consider their careers, no.
Yeah.
But you still
that's the problem. That's what comes down to. We have to like give substance to this. Are we talking about skill, ability?
Talking about skill, it's a different question.
It's a different, yeah. So when we ask these questions, we have to like clarify. You're talking about like if you talk about who's had the best NBA like career, most accomplished, like that's Bron. You know what I mean?
Time wise, I'm talking all time wise. As far as top small forwards, he's not top 10.
That means career accomplishment.
Man, yeah. So Kawhi, that's an interesting. I don't know. I'd have to off the top of my head. There's a lot. There's been so many great small forwards. He's becoming one of them. But he's But I don't. Yeah,
he's not even there, man. Look at his. He's not even there. Nope.
But he might not be.
No, he's not. He's not.
I'm saying name 10 that's ahead of him.
Who of Kawhi? He's not ahead of him. That's what I'm saying. It's kind of tough when you start thinking of the names and then you think about it. Like so you start with who's your number one small forward of all time?
LeBron James.
Okay. So LeBron is your number one.
You got Scottie Pippen. You got Elgin Baylor, Julius Erving, Dominique Wilkins. He's not better than Dominique Wilkins. I'm sorry, he's not.
Oh,
that's a question.
He's not better than Dominique.
Dominique is suspect because he gave you buckets, but
Dominique Wilkins ain't never won.
Yeah, he never carried a team.
Finals MVP.
That team it cost him. Yes, he did. He had Atlanta Hawks.
Finals MVP? He never won anything. No,
he never won a championship, bro.
Yeah.
Why already?
He never even went to the finals. He never even went to the finals. Yeah. But again, we're roping ourselves into the team portion of it. I'm talking even skill wise. Dominique was nasty with the dunks, and he did develop an offensive game later on, like in the career. Like he was good with bank shots. Yeah, I would say Kawhi over Nick. I would.
Giannis, you got Giannis.
Giannis is a 4.
Giannis is a power forward now. Yeah.
Yeah, Giannis is a power forward.
Hey,
but I would take Giannis over Kawhi. If we're talking about player. But he's not in the same position.
He ain't better. He ain't better than Kevin Durant.
No, he's not. Hell no.
He's not better. No, he's not better than Kevin Durant. But where it gets into it is when you get into like 9, 10. So when you say top 10, my swing is always 8 through 12, and I could see him being. I could see him being there.
He's not better than Rick Barry. He's not even better than Rick Barry.
I can't speak to that. Yeah, but I look. I'm not even a Kawhi guy, really. Like, you know what I mean. I'm not a Kawhi lover, but
yeah,
I'm telling you, but I'm trying to be objective here. If you look at 2019 Kawhi, what he did with that year, coming off an injury, and then literally since then until he's been hurt. And like I said, I'm not a Kawhi guy. I'm not. I'm just talking as a basketball fan. that this guy, when healthy, the ability that he's put the, and this wasn't, he didn't have this coming into the league. He didn't have this coming into the league. You know what I mean? So it was like, and I've been watching Kawhi since he was 14 years old. You know what I mean? I coached AAU ball for a long time. I've been watching Kawhi since he was 14 years old. Right? Like, I mean, I've watched him develop. I've watched him grow. His starting point guard for San Diego State was my starting point guard for 10 years on my team. So I saw a lot of Kawhi. You know what I mean? So, like, watching, when he got recruited as a defensive player who they had raw talent offensively. You know what I mean? And he got drafted 14. Kawhi's work that he's put in to become who he is, like, is I mean, the dude is nice when he's on the floor. I hope he loses, but he's nice. You know what I mean?
He's a good player, man. I'm just saying. My criteria, he's not top 10. That's just me.
Well, top 10 is harder than any position, man. But yeah, but it's small forwards. There's been so many great ones. But I would take him. I would definitely take him over. I would definitely take him over Dominique.
Definitely.
Nah, I'm sorry.
Definitely Rick Barry too. You wilding right now.
Do you know about Rick Barry? Do you know anything about Rick Barry?
No. I mean, I never watched him with my own eyes, but I've seen like his stats are crazy, and I've heard old timers talk about him crazy. Like I told him, my grandpa would tell me about him. You know what I mean? So like I know he was nice, but I haven't seen it. I couldn't see it. Just like Elgin. I mean, I know everything there's to know about Elgin, but I never saw it with my own eyes. You know what I mean? Yeah. But are any of those the two-way player that Kawhi is? You know what I mean? And I think you have to take that into consideration. You know?
Yeah, but
now he got a finals. And if you're number one small forward, and again, I'm not a Kawhi guy. I'm just saying, you know, if your number one small forward of all time is LeBron, and you know Kawhi got that finals MVP basically guarding him and scoring. You know what I mean? So exactly. It's like, and granted. But I will say this about Kawhi, and you know, his two championships were catching quote unquote dynasty teams at the end of their run. You know, he's not a dynasty slayer. He's a right place, right time guy, but he still won them.
Kevin Durant got hurt, and Klay Thompson. I'm not even going to say Warriors, but Kevin Durant did get hurt in that finals. They would have won that.
No, I think if Klay stayed healthy, they still would have won that series. But that's a different argument. But what I'm saying is, I think Kawhi's two-way ability is I think he's better than Dominique. And like I said, I can't speak too much about Rick Barry, but
don't forget to mention the other guys.
He's not. I'm comfortable.
Good. Toronto.
No, I'm saying, but they weren't titled. They couldn't. They were getting swept by LeBron every year. What I'll say is, I'm definitely comfortable saying he's no way in hell top 5. But
yeah, he's not top 5. We ain't
but top 10 to me. When you say top 10, to me it's eligible like 8 through 12. You know? So it's like
I might got him 11 or 12.
I might even take him. I probably would take him over Paul Pierce.
I'm sorry, you might hate me for saying that. This is my opinion. I got Carmelo over here. That's just me.
You got Melo Man over Kawhi Leonard. That's a debate.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's what Melo's nice too, but more one dimensional. You know what I mean? So it's like, I mean, you got Kawhi who can light it up offensively, and then go and give Melo fits on the other side. If they played 1-on-1, I think like.
Yeah, Carmelo never went to a championship, and Kawhi Leonard has 2 with 2 Finals MVPs. It's difficult, bro.
Yeah, so it is again, and these are. I heard you say it too. We're not Kawhi guys. You know what I mean?
I forgot Giannis is power forward, so I don't count him, but still.
Yeah. Giannis is power forward. I mean, he's but anyways, yeah. It's I just, you know, like I said, not being a Kawhi guy, but I hate seeing him unhealthy. I want to see guys, you know, let the chips fall where they may when everyone's healthy. You know, but.
Are either one of y'all Laker fans, or?
Yeah, I'm diehard Laker fan.
Okay.
I'm gonna be honest with y'all, man. I know people want to take. I'm a LeBron fan, so I like LeBron.
That's fine. I mean, I don't hate. I'm a basketball fan first. Like I'm an NBA junkie.
I'm a basketball
you know what I mean?
Too, but I like LeBron when he plays.
I'm a Laker. Yeah, the Lakers are for sure 100% my team though.
See, I'm asking you, player fans, like, what are y'all gonna do when LeBron leaves?
Like
I'm
LeBron
gonna
fans?
support the game.
Yeah, what are
It's,
LeBron
it's
fans
always
gonna
other
do?
people. I want this LeBron fan. I like Jordan.
LeBron
No,
fans
what
are
you gonna do? You gonna go to another
LeBron fans are going to become haters of anyone that comes close to him.
But what I'm
That's what
saying,
it's
are y'all gonna jump on the next best player?
Huh?
Are y'all gonna jump on the next best player?
He's not really the only player. I like other players too. He's not the only player, but he's one of the guys.
No, but I think he's talking about like these just diehard maniac LeBron fans that like who were Cleveland fans, then Miami fans, now like because LeBron's there.
But
you got no player to follow.
But before that, I like Tim Duncan. Tim Duncan was my favorite player. Tim Duncan. I like Tracy McGrady, Vince Carter, Allen Iverson. So I had different type of players I like.
Okay, so you did.
When I asked were you a Laker fan, you said, "No, I'm a Bron fan," as if a player replaced a team.
Okay, yeah, no. If LeBron left, I'd be rooting against him when the Lakers play him. You know what I mean? So it's Lakers first.
I'm just saying. I haven't always been a fan of LeBron. I was a fan of Jordan.
No, I understand that, but I'm asking, since you don't have a team and y'all basically follow Bron, were you with Cleveland when he was with Cleveland?
Yeah.
So what I'm saying, so y'all follow him. What happens when he retires?
There's other players I follow.
Who's the runner-up?
Who's your next players? I'm asking.
Who's the runner-up?
I'm a fan of the game too. I'm also a basketball fan too.
No, I got you.
I like the other players too. But he's just one guy I follow because I like the way he plays the game of basketball.
They're about to be Bronny James fans. It's Bronny and Bryce.
But ain't nothing wrong with that. Ain't nothing wrong with that.
I don't have a problem with someone being diehard of a player. I don't have a problem with it. I just hate it when look, I'm as diehard as they come, and I will take a Kobe debate on with anybody anytime. But I have no problem in admitting that man's flaws. You get what I mean?
Right.
So because part of what made Kobe so great was his flaws. So I think people scared to talk about it like they're denting their legend. Like Kobe talks about it himself. You know what I mean? Yeah. So I watched it. I watched every single game of Kobe Bryant's career. If I wasn't home, I recorded it and I watched it later. You know what I mean? So
But to be honest with y'all, people do say something about LeBron's flaws. It's not always positive.
But
most of them don't.
Fans don't.
Most of them don't.
Yeah, they don't.
Not the people I run into. Nope.
They blame everyone else. They blame everyone else.
Everybody else.
Yeah.
The media does it for them too.
Yeah, so I think Bron's fans are what hurt him more than they helped him. You know what I mean? Because it's really tough. Yeah, and the media is one thing because the media will build you up just to tear you down. That's a whole nother thing because he was the media darling, and then it was like, okay, he's reached his peak. Now we gone as far as we can go, building him up. Now we can tear him down and get the ratings on the way down.
He wasn't always like that. Never.
He was never
maybe in high school, but once he left high school, never.
He was never what?
Never what?
A media darling. No.
What? Yes, he was.
Oh,
what?
Not like
bro,
that. Not like
he's a cash cow for the media.
No.
He was a media. LeBron could do no wrong for 11, 12 years.
These niggas.
Bro, see, bro, you just I was about to give you a pass for the LeBron fan stuff, but now come on, bro.
You just made the list, bro. You just made
For you to say that he wasn't a media darling, oh my god.
The whole once he got with the Heat, yes. When he got with the Heat, yes.
Oh my god.
It was bad from there.
Oh my god.
It's bad from there.
So you mean to tell me that his first 7 years in the league, LeBron was not a media darling? For 7 years? Because that's how long he played before he went to Miami.
Come on, man.
I don't think so, man. I don't think
Bro, you almost had you know what? You go play some poker tonight. You almost had me fooled, bro. You almost had me fooled.
Let me say what I gotta say. Yeah,
right.
For a few years. But once he start winning, and once he start winning a little bit, they down him. They down him. It wasn't a 10 to 12 years.
Man.
Come on.
Do you know he came in the league 2004? What year did he come in the league? 2004. So basically
2003, but ESPN started covering him at the end of 2001.
Facts.
So like I'm
yeah.
so what I'm saying is what
Who's the
what
media
I'm saying
darling
is
in the league, bro?
yeah. So but here's the thing. This is what the media did.
Jordan
So the
was media
he was
darling. That's who was the
he was
media
the
darling.
media he was the media darling. And then what the media got smart with this time around, what they really didn't do with Jordan, what they got smart with is they spent the first half of his career building him up so they could build that base, those Braun fans, they can build that base. And they spent the second half of his career essentially trying to tear him down so they can anger that base and excite the other side of the base. So you get what I mean? So he, one way or another, it's still kind of the media darling because he's their chosen one to cover. They lead with him on everything, but they built him up to build that base, and then they tear him down to piss off that base while appeasing the other. So it's like it's always been media centric. He's a cash cow.
Right. He's one of the most polarized.
Yeah, he is. I admit, but I don't think he's well liked. He's not well liked. I think he's the most hated.
I think he is one of the most hated. He's also one of the most loved.
Well, with love, it's equal, right? It's equal, right? Because you can't, yeah. So it's like, it's. But then you gain.
This man went to a Super Bowl game. And people got mad because the man went to a Super Bowl game. Are you serious?
Well, they get mad if he does anything. That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm trying to say. But because he got built up so high, like he could do no wrong.
Yeah,
they had no choice but to tear him down after that.
And another thing, yes, it's different now. You got social media back then. So yeah, that makes it hard for him. So yeah, he's hated because of that. So he gets everything he do, every shot that he misses. It's a big deal.
Some of this, man. He kind of leans into some of it. He does.
No, he steps into stuff often.
Into a lot of it.
He pokes his nose into stuff sometimes where he's asking for it. You know what I mean? Because he has to stay relevant, and that's the whole media darling thing. Like this dude couldn't even let the Rams have their Super Bowl without making it about him because he didn't get a parade. You get what I mean? So it's like LeBron, and again, I'm not anti-LeBron, but I'm not. What do they call LeBron sexual? I'm not either. You know what I mean?
Nah, I hate that. I think that's the most retarded term I ever heard of.
No. I know, but I'm saying, but they get labeled that, right? You know what I mean? But it's like, but what I'm saying is, I'm not at either end of the spectrum. But what I'm saying is, my man's right here. He leans into stuff and he asks for it sometimes, and part of it might be strategic because again, it keeps him relevant. You know what I mean? He stays in a conversation. He's very. LeBron is obsessed with controlling narratives. He's obsessed with it.
Facts.
And so he'll do these things just to keep him. LeBron will be 10 years out of the league and still be a storyline because he's that powerful.
You don't think Jordan's doing it right now?
Post NBA? I think at this.
Jordan don't care about the narrative. He
don't care at all.
Richie came out in there, and it kind of think you a little bit different, Jordan. He one of the most. Yeah.
No, I don't think so. I think if you watched, he wasn't much different than what he did interviews back in the day with Ahmad Rashad. Like Jordan, I feel like has always been Jordan.
Yeah.
I don't know. I feel like LeBron's more likable than Jordan. I was a Jordan fan, but LeBron's more likable.
He is more likable.
Well, no, he is more likable, and I guarantee you, see, Jordan could walk out getting into argument with someone, he'll wear that on his face. Well, LeBron could be in the back with the argument and walk out, act like nothing happened, because LeBron is about when the lights and the cameras are on. You get what I mean? Where Jordan or Kobe were like, man, F this right now, man. You know what I mean? They were never afraid to be them. You know what I mean?
Exactly.
LeBron is very calculated, and he wants to control every narrative, every single one.
He wants to be liked by everybody, and that's his problem to me.
Because it's impossible.
Yeah, it's impossible.
Excuse me. So the guy just talking. Who you a fan of? Who's your player you like?
Well, who'd you ask?
Not you, the other guy. The other guy talking.
Just came up.
Huh?
He dropped off. He dropped off as soon as you asked that shit.
Yeah. And I was like, huh?
Shit.
Yeah. Who's the player that you follow? Who is your guy? I just want to know.
My favorite player?
Mm-hmm.
My favorite player is Kobe.
Oh,
Kobe. I got Jordan as the GOAT, but Kobe is my favorite player.
Yeah, I echo that. Jordan's the GOAT to me, and Kobe's my favorite player, and I presently don't have a favorite player. I'm a Laker fan.
I got two favorite players right now. That's Kyrie and Kevin Durant.
Gotcha. Yeah, I haven't had a favorite player since Kobe. But I got a lot of players I like around the league. I got favorite like non-Lakers. You know what I mean? Guys I I would like to watch, but they're not like my favorite player. But like AD was probably like my favorite like non-Laker before we got him. I watched him like all the time. Dame for a while. Like
I mean, Tim
But
Duncan was one of my favorite players. I like the Spurs. Like he was one of my favorite players.
I don't like the Spurs, but I respect them. Yeah, Tim Duncan was great.
Man, fuck
Yeah,
the
you have
Spurs.
to. Yeah, I know. You have to be a real basketball fan to really appreciate. Like, I wouldn't say a real basketball fan, but I guess
Let's say
if you've
that's
done
I
when you
Tim
do
I
some
Duncan.
hear that.
coaching, you kind of watch them, and some things they do make you smile, while everyone else
That's
says
one
they're
of the greatest
boring.
power
But
forwards of all time.
No, I just
you
hate them.
might
They took championships away from the
the
Lakers.
Lakers, yeah. Well, we took it from them too.
I know,
You know?
but we supposed to do that. Fuck them.
Yeah. No.
But you got to respect him, man. You
Nah,
can't
we
No,
do
I
that. You got to
do.
respect him.
Well, here's the thing. Like, I don't even. It's crazy because as a Lakers fan, I don't even hate the Celtics, bro. I don't, because it's like I hate losing to them, but I don't hate them. You know what I mean? So it's
That's
like
like me in
I
football.
respect
Like,
their history. I respect their history.
if
You
I
know what I
take
mean?
for instance, me in football, like the Chiefs, I'm a Chiefs fan. So Tom Brady beat us in the Super Bowl. I got to give it to the man. He beat us. We got beat.
Yeah, but that's not a rivalry between y'all though, like that.
Yeah, no.
I ain't saying he's
Like,
not. I never said right.
I
I'm just
get
saying he's a great player.
I get why people hate the Celtics, but like for me, it's just like we don't. I feel like it's been so long since
It's
they
been
were
so
really
long,
like
exactly. I don't hate them.
rivals. Yeah, that I think like it's weird to me that people are like 22. They're like, I hate the Celtics. Like, bro, like
Yeah,
just
nah.
makes no sense to me. You know what I mean?
Jason Tatum out
I
here
mean,
showing so much.
I mean,
Yeah, that's what I'm
it's still
saying.
it
That's
was
what I'm
favored in
saying.
the late.
And then what they did
It was
what they did for Kobe, they were the first team to do that 8:24 thing with the clock. You know what I mean?
Oh,
Like,
word?
yeah, they were the first one to do it. So it was like they that's why the Lakers were the first. You know, the Lakers almost put number 6 on the court the whole season this year. They almost did it. Like, but they put out pictures of it, and everyone started freaking out.
Why
But
not put number 6 on the court, man? That's Bill
yeah, but it
Russell,
was
man.
like no, I get it. But what I'm saying is like I think there's this era is different because if I was watching, if I was old enough to watch the early 80s to mid 80s of basketball, I would probably absolutely hate the Celtics. Or if I was like Jerry West, I would absolutely hate the Celtics. But like by the time I was able to really watch basketball on a regular, that rivalry was over. You know what I mean?
But yeah, I went to go watch some games on NBA TV. Like those games on NBA TV. I went to go watch some games.
No, they're dope, but to me, it's like it's not the same when you didn't watch it live. You know what I mean? If you didn't get your heart broken, or you couldn't triumph in it, I always liken it like if you didn't watch those games when you're old enough to go to the bar and watch it, you know, if you couldn't be like live and be out with your friend and just wilding out to those games, it does not hit the same. You can't watch Kobe's 81 and have it hit the same as if you watched it live. You know what I mean? Like Kobe's 60-point game, watching it doesn't hit the same.
Because you expecting the 81. So it's like, but if you weren't expecting 81, you would be losing your mind. You'd be like, what the fuck is going on?
Yeah, man, like all those, man. So it's different. You know what I mean? So when people talk about those games because they saw it on YouTube, like, bro, like you weren't there, like you had to be there to really, truly feel it. If you didn't get your heart broken.
I'm definitely a fan of the game of basketball, man. I'm a fan of that too. It just, you know.
So you're a fan of LeBron James, man. You almost had us.
No,
You almost had us. You almost had us, bro.
I'm a fan of the game of basketball. Y'all don't believe me. Y'all think I just follow LeBron?
I believe you.
You don't understand.
Yeah.
You don't understand. Just like y'all fan of Kobe. Y'all fan of Kobe. Y'all did all this talking about that.
But we like a fan.
Nah. But neither one of us. I think you're going to sleep in brown pajamas.
You don't understand with me. I don't have a team in my city. I don't have a team in my city.
What city are you in?
I stay in Kansas City. I don't have a team.
Oh, okay, got you. Yeah, no, I know. I would just.
They ain't got to be a home team.
No, I'm just saying it means something when I do have a team. You know
that kind of makes sense because it's like in LA now. Even though the Rams are here now, there's so many people out here that don't have that are not fans of local teams because the NFL was gone for so long. You know what I mean? So it's like not having a team that you can go physically watch and root for. I can get why that kind of makes sense. But
I'm a LeBron fan, but I'm also a fan of the game of basketball. I don't just follow just the NBA. I got college team. Yeah, I follow college basketball. Yeah. So
I've been super slacking on college this year. Super. I'm hardly watching.
I can point out his flaws. I can point out his flaws too.
Yeah, I usually can, but this season I just haven't been tuned in as much.
So what are LeBron's flaws? I'm just curious.
I think sometimes, man, he does pout. I don't like that. I feel like he needs
Sometimes.
to. He plot. Yeah, he plots a lot. Yeah, he does. He pouts.
He does. You right.
What else? Sometimes, but he shows good. I mean, what else he got? Yeah, that's flaws in the game. His free throw shooting got better. It was bad at one point.
Still not great.
He takes too many jump shots, too many threes.
That's now.
Way too many threes.
That's the overall thing. That's not an overall career thing, but that's just now.
I think most of LeBron's stuff is the personality quirks and just like having to controlling narrative, having to be front and center, having to get credit for everything he does. Like even if it's announced, like hey, he wanted to be anonymous, but it always comes out. You know what I mean? Like that's the only thing I don't. That's the thing I don't like about LeBron is it doesn't always feel organic. A lot of it feels manufactured or forced. You know what I mean? Look at me. Which helps his brand, I get it, but then it helps also an army of people that aren't going to dislike you because they sense the ingenuine part of it.
The stat thing. I hate when people do that because Jordan did that too with the stats. Everybody do that.
Well, stats are important though, bro. I mean, they're important, but they're not the only thing.
Everybody use that against him. Everybody.
Well, I don't really use the term stat padding. I don't really like that term. But one thing I do criticize LeBron James for is his ball dominance sometimes doesn't allow other players to play their game. But that's just not him. That's other players.
You don't think
like Chris Paul, like Chris Paul, like he'll get assists, but it's only assists that he wants to get. You know what I mean? Like it's assists when he decides. It's not necessarily the right pass or the right dribble.
Kobe was a hogger too, man. He took a lot of shots.
No, see, Kobe was not a ball hog. There's a complete difference in that. Kobe was not a ball hog. Kobe just didn't trust a lot of teammates at times. He was untrustworthy.
You had me for a second too.
I can break down the difference.
He was a ball hog, man. He took a lot of shots.
Listen. Players like Michael Jordan and Kobe Bryant were shot chuckers. They were not ball hogs. They were shot chuckers.
Yep.
Players like James Harden and LeBron James are actually ball hogs.
That's true. Yeah. That's true.
They dominate the ball. They dominate the whole damn game.
I mean, do you understand? You understand LeBron James is top and he's in top assists all time.
No, I get it, but you know how much the ball moved in that triangle offense. Like people act like the ball was in the ball was not in Kobe's hands the full 24 seconds.
It wasn't.
You get what I mean? He was a shooting. He was a shooting guard.
That's what he
shooting guard.
You shoot.
Yeah, you give him the ball and you shoot. He's the guy that's going to be him, Jordan, Iverson, like those dudes. Like their job is to shoot, and in volume. That's their job. And when you make them to the rate at which they did, that's why they were successful. Kobe isn't going to be a guy that let me get 30 off 10 shots.
LeBron made his teammates better. He made his teammates better.
No,
he made his teammates better.
That's another narrative. That's another.
No, that's not a narrative. That's true.
That narrative is reversed because people will tell you that Kobe never made his teammates better.
Kobe did make his teammates.
Can I finish what I'm about to say? Let me finish what I'm about to say. He made Chalmers better.
Mario Chalmers. Okay.
Yes, he made him better. Yes, he helped him. He helped him out. Yes.
Go ahead.
Let me finish.
Keep going.
Yeah, Chalmers.
Mm-hmm.
Chris Bosh wasn't. Yeah.
He didn't.
No. Chris Bosh was an Olympian. Chris Bosh was an Olympian before Bron.
Made him worse.
Yeah, he was an Olympian. He was an Olympian before Bron.
Yeah, we're not doing that.
Yeah, I'll tell you this. None of those players were Luke Walton or Smush Parker. Neither one of them.
Chris Leitner was an Olympian. Come on, man. Chris Leitner was.
No.
Also a 5-time All-Star before he got to LeBron.
Yeah, no. Christian Leitner was chosen as the best player in college because they always have one of those on. They just like they did with Anthony Davis. You can't choose the 12th man on the Olympic team because that's always a college kid. So that's different. They did it with Anthony Davis too.
He did not make Chris Bosh better, bro. We can go ahead and
I
dismiss
mean,
it.
look at that. He has a lot of players better. Daniel Gibson. I named people. Daniel Gibson.
Okay, Booby. Okay, you got Mario Chalmers and Booby. Who else you got?
He had Drew Gooden.
He didn't make Gooden better.
Yeah. Drew Gooden actually went down.
Yeah, he went down.
No, Drew Gooden was actually good for him. He
went down. He was much better in Orlando and Memphis before than he was in Cleveland.
No, he was good. He was good.
We're not saying he wasn't good. We just said he went down in Cleveland, bro.
The guys who Braun makes better, are like the Tristan Thompson, Andrews and Verajals, like those guys. The guys who do his dirty work, and then he'll give them like lobs and passes where they can't create their own shot, and the attention that he creates. Those are the type of guys that he makes better. But he's like, yeah. So it's like those are the guys that he makes better. He feed those like the dogs that guard the house, so he feeds them. You get what I mean? Because they do his dirty work.
What had Kobe made better? Who did he make better? I want to know.
I just gave you two names.
Who is Paul? Paul Gasol was already great. Come on with that bullshit.
He clearly made Paul Gasol better.
Paul Gasol he's already an all-star, man.
Barely.
He made Derek Fisher better.
He's an all-star.
He was barely an all-star. I think he was like a one-time
He's an all-star.
No. Powell was nice. Powell was nice in Memphis.
All-star.
Yeah, but
he was all-star. Come on, man.
One-time all-star.
He still was an all-star.
He made consecutive all-star games. He never.
No, he was a good player, man. He was a good player.
He didn't make consecutive all-star games till he played with Kobe.
No, he was a good player. Kobe wasn't doing shit before Paul Gasol. Those few years.
He made Trevor Ariza better.
Clearly.
So he made Derek Fisher better.
Farmar better. He made
Derek. Come on, man. Derek Fisher. Come on.
He did make Derek Fisher better. He did.
Thanks.
Derek Fisher said that. He got open looks because he was playing alongside him and Shaq, but he played alongside him without Shaq.
And I'm gonna tell you something. You probably ain't gonna like it, but I think he made Shaquille O'Neal better. I'm just throwing it.
No, he did. They made each other better. They made each other better.
That don't sound right. That's crazy.
No, it does. It does. No, it doesn't. Look up Kobe Bryant's stats in year 2, that second championship.
You can't tell me that. They did make each other better, but come on, man. Shaq.
He did make Shaq better because he was his closer. He was his closer. That's not a diss on Shaq. Shaq was the most dominating player I've ever seen with my own eyes. Shaq was a beast and a monster. We were blessed to have him.
Man, Shaq, come on, man. Do you understand Kobe Bryant was on the bench for a few years? Do you understand that? He was on the bench for like 3 years.
He wasn't on the bench. He was not on the bench for 3 years. He was an all-star his second season. Yeah. So look,
he was a role player.
No, he was.
He off the bench his second year. Role player, man. I'm just saying, he's a role player.
He started.
Yeah, he didn't win until he was 21. So he was drafted. He came in the
finals. Shaq was already in the finals
and got swept. Swept,
bad, bro.
It don't matter. He still was in the finals.
But he had Penny. He had Hoopers with him.
Thank you.
You get what I mean? So he made him better.
Nick Van Exel. He had opportunities.
Yeah.
I'm just saying. With Kobe.
It don't matter.
And Kobe was on the bench. Kobe was on the bench because Dale Harris suppressed him.
Fact.
It was different. So it wasn't like Kobe was out there. When Kobe, no. When Kobe came into the league, it wasn't like it is now. Rookies didn't start then. They just didn't. You came off the bench as a rookie and you paid your dues. Like that's how it went then. Nowadays, the dude comes out, he starts right away. It's different. You get what I mean?
13th pick.
Yeah. So it was like there's a reason. So like Jerry West had to trade players that he loved just to make room for Kobe to play. Like he had to trade Eddie Jones. He had to trade Anthony Peeler. He had to trade these dudes. You know what I mean? To free up room for Kobe Bryant to play.
Yeah.
So it's like they were suppressing him, but
I don't think y'all get the mentality part where that rubs off on everybody around you.
Oh my God!
The confidence.
Shaquille O'Neal was playful. He was joyful. But when Kobe Bryant come in there, that dead ass serious attitude, I want it, I really want it, I really, really want it. and it rubs off on everybody. And I don't think y'all understand what that does to people.
No, I understand that
No, I
completely.
know, and
Because
I'm talking about him. My bad.
yeah, like
I
I
mean,
watched it, but
he was a bad player, man. He was a good player, but
we seen what he done to the Redeem team. It was
that
the
was
same thing.
already good.
It was the same thing with the Redeem team. All
Yep.
these players are great, but soon
What he
coming in with that
checked his own
same
teammate.
attitude, it rubs